Good evening, my fellow gamers, and welcome back to another video, another 100% achievement guide. And this week we have the Rewinder and its DLC, Root of Evil. Now, before I brief you fully on the game, please do hit that thumbs up and comment below. Let me know what you think about the game. Let me know what you think about the guide. And any questions, guys, don't hesitate to ask, and I'll do my very best to reply to every single one of you. And of course, hit that subscribe button if you want to follow the channel. We do plenty of videos. There's going to be plenty of achievement guides, plenty of 100% playthroughs as well. Every single week, I'm going to be aiming to get a 100% achievement guide. And for the most part, they're going to be on Game Pass. So nice and easy to follow, quick. Get your gamer score, get your game completions, and your profile will be booming. So to brief you on the game, anyone that follows the channel will know exactly how I do my guides. But otherwise, the way we're going to do it is we're going to speed through the game as quickly as possible. I'm going to take you through every aspect of the game. So we're going to do the full story from start to finish. I'm not going to cut any sections out so you know exactly where you are at all times. We are going to do... we're going to skip through the dialogue. I'm going to skip through any of the cutscenes as fast as we can. We don't sit and read the story, but for those that want to follow along and read the story, it's totally fine. You can do that as well. Just pause my video at any point and go ahead, have your little read and do whatever you want. Because I know there's a lot of you guys that do enjoy reading the story. And to be fair, this is a really good story. So you can do that. But again, just for the sake of this video, we are going to be skipping any cutscenes and dialogue and just getting through it as fast as we can. Other than that, there's going to be basically 21 achievements in the base game and 8 for the DLC. But both of those are going to be giving you 1,000 gamer score. So obviously the base game is going to be a little bit longer to gain those 1,000 G. But yeah, 2,000 gamer score in total is not too shabby. Now, for those who are playing this on Game Pass, you won't have the DLC for free, unfortunately. It's not included in the Game Pass version, so you will have to buy that. However, the good news is it's only about $1. I think it's even less than $1 actually, less than £1. I think it was like 80 pence for me. So yeah, about $1 for you guys. And if you're unsure whether you've got it or not, if you look in the bottom right, you can see in the menu there, Root of Evil. If it says Root of Evil, you've got the DLC. If it doesn't say it, you do not have access to it. But again, grab it for $1, guys. It's not much for 1,000 G. You're laughing, right? So yes, it is on platforms, Xbox, of course, if it's Game Pass, PC for Game Pass as well. It's also on Steam for PC. And then finally, it is on Nintendo Switch. It's not on the PlayStation, unfortunately, so I can only apologize to you guys. But yeah, Xbox, PC, and Nintendo Switch, so not too bad at all. In terms of length, if you do check the timestamps at the bottom there, you'll see that all the achievements are timestamped, so you can actually skip to wherever you want to go. All my videos do this. I put a timestamp in all of them so you can get to where you want to get, rather than having to watch the entire video to find a specific achievement. It's all linked there for you. But at the same time, you can actually grasp how long this game's going to take. So if you take the timestamp from the beginning of the game, which is pretty much right now, and then just check to the end of the base game, that's how long it's roughly going to take you, unless you're obviously standing around and reading along with all the lore and stuff like that. So for those that just want to skip through it, I think without playing the game, obviously I'm recording right now, so I don't know the actual completion time, but I think we're looking at around 3 hours for the base game and around, I'd say 45 minutes for the DLC. So again, if you look at the end timestamp there, that'll pretty much give you the time for how long it will take to complete the DLC as well. So all that information should be there. If you're unsure, just comment below and I'll let you know exactly how long it's going to take if you're doing it the same way as me. Now again, we're going to get straight into it and we're just going to crack on with a new game, I think. So let's get started. So what we're going to do is just start up a brand new game, like so. When we go through this, I'm just going to override my game there. When we go through this, I'm going to explain, you know, what we're doing, how we do it as we go along. So we do have a cutscene in. You can see we can actually skip this one if you look in the bottom right. Again, I'm on PC for Game Pass, so my controls are going to be a little bit different for you guys on Xbox. However, all the controls should be shown on screen sort of at the beginning. So we're going to skip this cutscene. And the first achievement is actually just around the corner. Not too bad at all. So you'll see these little cutscenes like we've got right now. There will be some dialogue that sort of pops up at the bottom there. And the odd time it will allow us to skip all through that. Just like this, when you see the little mouse icon, it may be a little controller icon for you guys on console. But you can just spam through the chat like that. And we're going to get through it, and let's do it again. And this first achievement pretty much should be, I believe, after Mr. Black comes around. So this is Mr. Black. But any time around now, I'm just going to spam through this, and you should get that first achievement, and that is called A Stolen Moment of Reprieve. Now we're free roaming, now we can walk, so let's just go up to this kid here and spam through, and now we're free roaming again. Light has joined the party. Now we can actually free roam, so the first thing you want to do is, in fact, it's going to tell us to hit that sprint button. So I'm just going to walk it for now. Just head to the right side. And you'll see it says shift. It's going to be a different button for you guys. And if I just press shift here, you'll see we now have the sprint ability. Once that's on, guys, just leave that on. You're always going to want to walk as fast as possible because, yeah, we've got a lot of walking to do, put it that way. So continue on to the right once you're all settled and you're all ready to rock and roll. And you'll come to this first flower. Now, this flower is tied to an achievement called the Summoning Spring achievement. Basically what this is to collect 12 flowers throughout the entire game. So what we are going to do is collect all the flowers on the go as we go along. And then we're actually going to end the game at around 11 flowers. And then we're going to jump back into the game at a certain point and get that 12th flower for that achievement. So again, I'll point out exactly when we're going to get these flowers so you know exactly where, when, why, how, and all this jazz. So go ahead, pick up the flower, just go ahead and click on that. And there we go, we've got the Beyond Flower. Now, I'm going to refer to like all these guys and characters and stuff as just men, or whatever, you know, different kinds of things, monsters, men, but they all do have a name, and you will see it throughout the dialogue and stuff. Now go ahead and just talk to these guys, and we're going to skip through. That's Mr. Black, that's Mr. White. To me, that's man 1, man 2. Now we can skip through all this like so. Again, there's going to be some cutscenes we can't skip, unfortunately. Skip, 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 skip. Doobie doobie doo. Skip, continue on. Again, if you guys want to actually read through all this, by all means, please do so. Just pause this video at any time. Like I say, we're going to go through the entirety of it. Now, once you've landed after the cutscenes and stuff, head right. Just go straight past these guys. And then you'll come to this guy. He's named Tree Sage. And he's going to give us some dialogue, so just skip all the way through that. And I want to head up to the top, and if you just bring your cursor sort of to the top there, this is like your little inventory where you can actually grab stuff. So grab the Beyond Flower, and then click. You don't need to drag it, just click it once. And then click on Tree Sage. He's going to chuck it down like so, and you'll see it grow. Now throughout the game, when we get these flowers, let's just skip all that. Just show you real quick. When we get these flowers, these are all going to be, every time we give a flower to the Tree Sage, it's going to grow here until this garden is pretty much full. It's pretty straightforward, pretty easy to see, nothing too complicated. Now once we've gave him the flower, we can just bypass him right at the back here, and you want to TP up like so. Spam through this, not scam, spam. I'm going to move into a new area. And again, just click all the way through as fast as you can. Like I say, you're not missing anything. Any dialogue we do need to read, I will always point out. You want to head to the right. I'm going to come across a little lady, I believe. There we go. Spam, spam, spam. And the next achievement is coming up. You can choose any, I believe, so just choose the first one. And then spam through, like so. And by the way, if you do see me move after every conversation, it's... Oh, I don't want to go on that. It's because my mouse actually directs me as well as my keyboard, so... Now, once you've spoken to the lady and that's all complete, you want to go over to this little white dog here. And you just want to pet him. That's going to get you your next achievement, and that is called You Can Pet the Dog in the Rewinder. Exactly what it says on the tin. Nice and easy, so that's another achievement already. Now what I want to do is head to the right after the dog. Once you're all happy with that, once that achievement's popped, head to the right. And we're going to use this seal. So just click on the seal, like so. Obviously spam through the dialogue there. And then this one, there's a certain sort of sequence you have to do, nice and easy. And if you do want to pause it at this point, once I've sort of done the pattern, you'll see exactly how it is. And the end circle is going to be here, so I'm going to stop around here so you can actually pause the video. You just want to go across one like so, and you want to go down towards the center, straight across another two, and then this one swipes straight in between, and then naturally we're going to go straight down to this bottom one. That's pretty much the pattern there, so if you do want to pause right before I latch it on, there you go, just pause it there. Boom. Just make that pattern and you will get straight in, no problem. Now I want to enter the building, and on the left we should have skip the dialogue, of course, and this cupboard on the left, top left here, just click on that and you'll get some gold ingots. Click on those, and then in the top, anything you pick up you'll see in the top here. So you want to grab the gold ingot, you need to click it once and then drop it in this left bowl. And that's basically the offering. So now I want to exit out here. And another cutscene, and we're going to have to follow this lady into the building here. Move to the left. And now we can go inside this building right next to the dog. And now we're going to spam through all the dialogue again. And you'll see we've got this little padlock here. Just click on the padlock on the bottom left here. Now it's going to ask us for a sequence. The sequence is 4. So if you grab it and drag it, it would allow you to do it. So the first one is 4. The next one is 5. Like so. The next one is 6. And then the last one is actually 8. And then just pop that little arrow. Boom. And we can grab what's on the floor, which is half jar of liquor. Now what we can do is exit the building. And then head to the left here. And you'll see we have this little barrel here. Tank filled with water. And you want to grab the half jar of liquor. And then click on the barrel. That's going to give us diluted liquor. Not too bad. Now we're going to head back to the temple. So head to the right side. And go into the temple where we unlock the seal there. And then grab the liquor. And this time put it on the right side plate. So one either side. And boom. This is going to get us our next achievement. And this one's called the Prankster. It's basically give 2D diluted spirits, which is what we've done. And now we can just sort of spam through like so. And we've also gained the rabbit-shaped key. Not too bad. Right, from here, exit out. And then go to the left side and down the steps here. And then go to the left again. Now you'll see in this little like weird shaped hut, we've got another lock. And this is where we can use that fish-shaped key. So if we just, sorry, it's a rabbit key, not fish shape. We get a fish shaped one later on. Rabbit shaped key. So just grab the rabbit shaped key like so. and use it on the door. Now we can go in. Now we want to walk up on the left side. This is a bit of a cutscene. Just skip everything we can here. Again, you're going to get quite a few. Oh, there we go. Now we're free. And then click on this red. It looks like a bandana. Oh no, we died. Skip through all the dialogue. We just got to wait a minute. And click on the bandana again. And bam. Now it's going to run through a memory. We've basically just got a memory shard. So we can't skip these cutscenes, unfortunately. Would be nice if we could, but... I'm scared. Take me with you. You're pregnant. Just rest at home. Don't believe in that nonsense. Alright, memory over. There we go. We have now gained the memory shard. And if you're unsure of where that actually is, let's just spam through all this dialogue. You'll see it at the top there, memory shard. Now from here, we're going to exit out and head to the left. Now head to the left. And you'll come to this cave entrance right here. And you can see we've got a little bit of a puzzle. Let's go ahead and click that. Now this is not too hard, not too difficult. There's only a few clicks you need to actually get this done. And basically we're going to start off with this first one. Just rotate it around. The idea is to get the path going somewhere around here, all the way to this bottom one. Let me see. Let's go for this way. Just tweak around with it. You can see which direction we're trying to get it here. Bring this one over like so. And then the last one just there. That's the sequence. If you did want to pause it at that point or go back and pause it, you can see the sequence. It's really straightforward anyway. You shouldn't have any issues with that one. Now we can actually go inside. And just keep going to the left here. And now we're going to come to these 4 stones. So what we've got to do, you see this line on the right side here. Just stop before it on every time you come in this cave. And as soon as you cross the line, it sort of begins the sequence, if you like. And what we need to do is stop in front of each stone. So it's going to start with number 2, number 3, number 1, and then number 4. Don't worry too much. I believe you can redo this if you fail anyway, so it's not that big a deal. You can always try again. So let's just spam through all the chat. There we go. Now just walk to the line. You'll see exactly what I mean. So 2, 3, 1, 4. So 2, 3, 1, 4. Boom. No need to click on anything, literally just walk and stop still. And it will sort of naturally do its thing. Now before we do anything, head directly to the left and we're going to aim to get flower number 2. If you walk all the way to the left of the cave, go ahead, grab that second flower. And you'll see what I mean by planting it in the garden for the tree sage there. Spam through the trap. Spam, spam, spam. There he goes. Throws the seed down. The plant's grown. You see we've got a place for every single plant, every single flower. Plant collected. Now we can go back to the podium, to whatever you want to call it, shrine if you like. And then just hover over here and grab your memory shard like so. Just pop that in there. And it will tell you, it will ask you, whose memory is this? And every time you do this, it's going to ask you for whose memory it is. So just click. This is important now, what you click. Be sure to click on amber. So let's just bring this menu up. If you just click, it will just automatically bring this menu up. You want to go for number 2, amber. That will be correct, like so. And now it allows us to enter the memory. So before we enter the memory here, It's a little bit different. We have to sort of pause time and unpause time. So it can be a little bit awkward at times. But you'll understand once we go in. So just click on the memory. Let's go inside. Spam through all the dialogue here. Spam through all this dialogue like so. And then you'll see in the window here, just click on that. That's going to get us some delicious food scents. Now we use these food senses to sort of stimulate people and stuff like that. It adjusts their movement and all that stuff. But you'll get it, you'll understand later on. Right, now what we need to do is actually guides us and tells us what we need to do. With sense acquired, which is what we just grabbed, we need to locate people with hesitation to influence them. Remember, our primary goal is to ward off resentment. So spam through all this. And we have a pause button, so I'm going to just guide you real quick. A pause and an unpause button. And we're going to unpause it. And we're just going to wait for this guy on the right here. And you can see here, in the memory levels, you can pause anytime by pressing... my button is spacebar. I don't know what button your guys will be on console. But it should tell you there anyway. Key moments in the timeline are marked, blah, blah, blah. You don't really need to know these key moments because I'm going to guide you through it anyway. Let's click along. If it lets me. Okay, there we go. When the timeline is altered, the endpoint will turn into a checkpoint, which is that. This icon indicates that someone has entered a state of musing. So you'll see this icon a lot above the guys' heads, and that means musing. The next one is hesitation. It's more like a square. And then timeout. Well, you shouldn't see that one, I don't believe. That'll be the end of the memory, as you can see there. All right, now we're just going to wait for this guy. I believe he's going to enter a state of musing. There you go. Oh, he's in hesitation. Sorry, not musing. So I'm going to click, and then click the guy like so. And this allows us to stimulate him with various things. First thing we want to do is click on this one right at the top here. Just drop it into the... Once the dialogue's gone, that is. Try again. Delicious food. Drop it in the little square there. And then we're going to hit the stimulate. This is going to force a decision on him based on what we've given him. Well done. Now Ash will go home and eat instead. So it determines what he's going to do basically. So if you don't stimulate him, obviously he's going to make a different decision. So now, spam through all the dialogue. You'll get the general idea as we go along. I want to wait for this woman to put the board up. As you can see, the time's ticking on the bottom there. We can hit the pause button at any time. So if you do want to move around, freely, you can do so. If you think you might have missed something, you can always go back and forth, pause time, and do what you need to do. But we're going to unpause. And she's just put that board up. So now we can pause. And we can actually click on the board, like so. And then we can click on this. You see the little white outline going around there. Click on that. And that's just give us the monsters in the village sense. So now we can just back out of that. And we can actually enter the house, this nearby house right here. So go ahead and enter. We can keep it paused here. As you can see, it's all paused and stuff. And now we've got to wait for this girl to go into a state of musing. And then what we're going to do is choose select words. You'll see exactly. So unpause it so time goes by. Just got to wait for this girl to go in musing. You remember the icons, the two tiny circles if you like. So we wait, and we can pause. It should automatically pause sometimes, but if you need it to pause, go ahead and do so. So you can see she got the two little circles. He's in hesitation. That's a big circle. Nice and easy to flip to understand. So go ahead and click on the later. Now she's going to give us some options to choose from. So we want to choose, I can't believe what happened to Woodette. So scary. You're going to have to click and hold. So if you look on the bottom here, we do have some more dialogue. So let's skip through that. Click and hold. That's going to give us Woody's death sense. Again, this is something we can use. And now I want to go to the guy. So let's just back out of this. It's still paused, remember. Again, pause as much as you can, unless you have to unpause to, you know, continue. And just keep it paused as much as you can. Save as much time as possible. Now we're going to go to the guy, like so. And now we've got to stimulate him. And we're going to use both the stimulants. You see we've got 2 squares here. At the top, we're going to use the monsters in the village. Let's put that in the left one there. And Woody's death, put that in the right one. Go ahead and stimulate. He's going to make his decision based on that. Bring Amber with me. Now it's just a case of waiting, and this is going to get us our next achievement. And that's going to be for completing our first memory. This is basically the memories. These are the memories that we do. Around 6 times, actually. Hence why it's called the rewinder. We can go back and forth and change time. And that's it. Once we complete this, as you can see, it's a complete level. Once we complete that, that is going to get us our next achievement called Yesterday Once More. Complete the first memory level. Hit that complete. And we will rise up. Let's just spam through. Doesn't really matter which one you choose. Always go with the first one. I tend to. Doesn't affect anything. First one again. And then the first one again. Oop, I just clicked on that by accident. So now we have begun pretty much chapter 2. So what you want to do on this one is exit the building. Ignore anything else in here. We don't need to grab anything. I'm going to go to the right side. Again, we're going to have more dialogue that we want to skip through. Head to the right side. Past the toad there. I'm going to go into this next building, so go inside. You see we have a straw hat on the table there. Go ahead and grab that straw hat. You see, straw hat. If you want to double check at the top there, it's definitely there. Now we're going to exit out. I'm going to go back where we came from and give this straw hat to the frog or toad, whatever he may be. Just click on the straw hat and then click on the toad like so. And he's going to start talking to us. He's going to give us a broken bowl. Not too bad. Now I want to head to the right again. This time past the house. Keep going. And you'll come across this strange looking dude. I don't know what he is, a ghost of some sort. And you want to give the bowl to this guy. So go ahead, inventory, drag it across. There you go. Beggar ghost, that's what he is. Spam for all the dialogue. And he's going to give us some options here. You want to choose the first option. Be sure to choose the first option. Has a toast ever been here to perform the ritual? And he should, if we spam through it, choose the first option again. And the first option a final time. And he should give us a pickaxe. Bit of a cutscene. Spam through it. Acquired pickaxe. Now if you're wondering where the pickaxe is, it's not in our inventory. It's in the bottom right corner here. It's like an ability type thing. It will come in handy very soon. And now from here, we are going on to flower number 3. So head to the right from here. And there we go. Flower number 3. And as you might have guessed, it's going to go back into the garden. Building up. We're not doing too bad at all. Now, for those that are interested, I'm just going to point this out real quick. In the top left corner, you'll see we have this little book here. Gives us our log and our gallery and stuff like that. Gives us lots of information. So if you do want to look through that, by all means do so. We don't need it though. We don't need to use it otherwise in the game. Now you want to head to the left. So make sure you got that flower and then head to the left again. And we're going all the way back to near the frog. There you go. We're already there. So once you get to this ice, it'll automatically stop you anyway. You want to use the pickaxe. Just click the pickaxe in the bottom right and then click it on the rock in the back, the ice rock. And that's going to give us a passageway upwards. Not too bad. So head up the stairway. And now you want to head to the left side. So go past this house. Go past this little shed and into this house, pretty much with the crow on the top there. I'm going to enter into that one. Now we've got another little puzzle to do. So on the left side here, you'll see an abacus. You want to click on that. And now you've got to put this in a certain sequence, and I've got it all for you. So we'll start from the right side here. And you want to go 3 in, so 1, 2, 3. And you want to go 2 down. So click on that one. And it's going to bring those 2 up. And then the next one, you want to go 2 down again. And then the nearest one to the right side there, you want to go 3 down. And then the final sequence is this one on the right side, top corner there. Bam. This one's going to give us that key I mentioned earlier, the fish-shaped key. So that's not too bad at all. Now we're going to, if you want to check at the top there, we have got the fish-shaped key. We can now exit the house. And we're going to use it on that shed that's nearby here. So you'll see this little shed. I'm going to call it a shed anyway. Go ahead and click on that. And there's a fish-shaped lock. Grab the key. Just put it across and click. And that's going to open it up for us. Nice and easy. You want to go inside. And then just behind us, if you move out the way there, you'll see we've got another little puzzle. So go ahead and click on that. Now this looks difficult, but it's pretty straightforward. The 4 central squares, like the same size as this one, needs to be empty. In order to do this, we just drag this one up. So the 2 long pieces go upwards once. These 2 small pieces go upwards as well, just the once. And then this bottom long piece, slide it to the right there. And then bring the corner piece down. And then these guys, drag them all the way to the outer edge. Like so. Not too bad, right? And again, we're going to have another cutscene that we can't skip. And it's going to give us the memory shard, I believe, after this one. Again, it's just a case of waiting. You still owe me from the last time. No, let me write you an IOU. Everyone loves an IOU, right? You'll become familiar with this memory as well. Again, once you've played a few times, you sort of get used to it anyway. I'm going to spam, and there we go. We've got that memory shard once again. If you do want to double check there, at the top, no problem. So from here, we're going to exit out, and we're going to head to the right side. So once you leave the shed, head to the right, and then go down the first set of steps that you come to, just past the door there. And then we're going to go left, and we're going to go back into the cave. Do you remember that cave? I'm going to come back here a few times. It's all related to sort of memories. going to stop on the line again this time. A bit too far there. And this time we want to do exactly the same as before. This time it's going to be 2, 1, 4, 3. So we're going to go 2, 1, 4, 3. Oh, maybe not sure if I got that right. I did. No, perfect. You do have to do it with a bit of speed. And the same again, that shrine is going to pop up. Now, there is no flower on this one, I don't believe. We can double check if you want to, but I believe it's just a dead end. Yeah, nothing there. So no flower to worry about on this one. And again, we want to grab that memory shard, pop it in the middle there. And again, it's going to ask us, whose memory is this one? Now this one, before we actually continue this one, there's going to be 2 flowers in this memory that we need to collect. This is the one that we can't collect now, so we're going to collect one of them, and then at the very end of the game, we're going to come back to this memory, redo it a certain way, and grab that 12th flower. So this one does contain 2 flowers, like I say, but we're only going to get the one. So now, whose memory is this? Just click, and this one is going to be for June. So number 6 at the bottom there, just pop June, and lo and behold, the memory will open up. Now we can enter the memory as we did before. And this one's going to get a little bit more tricky now, so let's just skip all this dialogue. Just to remind you guys, you can read any of this if you wish. Just pause my video. Alright, we now have to wait for this guy in purple to sit down. He's going to sit down at this chess table here. Let's just go nearby. I'm going to have to select some dialogues. Now he's sat down, we're going to click on him. And we've got some options to choose from. So for this one, we want to choose, the tree seems a bit unsteady. Maybe we should stop sitting here. This is going to give us, the tree is about to fall sense. So double click on that, or should I say hold it down. Tree is about to fall sense gained. Now we can exit out of here, I believe. And we're nice and paused as well, so it's not too bad at all. But we will need to unpause at some point. And we want to unpause and wait for this girl, the pregnant girl, to go into a state of musing. So we just wait as she's chatting away there. Remember the 2 little circles above her head? There we go. Pop those. And now it's going to give us some more options. So this one, we want to go on to Ash is going to sell. I think if you choose any of the others, it goes red anyway, but we're going to go Ash is going to sell those herbs tomorrow. That should bring some good money. So just again, hold that one. It's going to give us the valuable herb sense. And we're going to use all these as well, guys. So now once we come off here, if you just faintly see, just through the background there, you'll see there's like a bun on the table. We are going to interact with that and get another sense as well. So let's just back out of this, go across and grab the sense on the table there. That's going to give us the buns getting cold. Now what we need to do is go to the far left, go past all of these guys, past the little shed here, to the door, right near the end there, the one with the 2 red dots on. Again, right next to the end. And then we're going to unpause. We've got to wait for the guy. Got to wait for him to turn up. Like I say, if you're unsure, you can, you know, scout about a bit, have a look around. Wait for the guy, and we've got to wait for him to go into a sense of musing. A little bit of a cutscene that we can't skip. And then click on the guy as soon as we can. It automatically pauses, so that's no problem at all. So click on the guy. And then this time what we're going to use is the valuable herbs. I'm going to start on the left one there, far left, valuable herbs. And then the tree is about to fall, which is the one on the right. Valuable herbs and tree, and then go ahead and stimulate. Now we just wait. And this time we want to go in the house with him, so he's going to jump in the house. Just follow him indoors if we don't already. We're in there anyway, I believe. So go inside. It's paused anyway. And before we do anything, you want to grab the abacus on the left side. That's going to give us secret in abacus. Another sense that we've got. And you want to interact with the guy on the right. Again, it's all paused. And then we're going to give him that abacus sense. So keep the bun. Click on the abacus, drop that in there, and stimulate. He's decided what he's going to do. And now we're going to exit out. So we can pause here as well. He's taking his time. It's already paused, so no issue for us. So exit the building. And then head to the right. After this little cutscene, of course. And we actually want to talk to the woman here. I say talk to her, we need to click on the woman. And we're going to use our final sense. We just got to wait. Again, these are cutscenes we can't skip. It's paused anyway. So make your way to the right side here. Keep going past the steps and the woman is right here. So go ahead, click on the woman. Now we're going to stimulate her with what should be the final sense. Buns getting cold. Pop that in there. Go ahead and stimulate. And then this is going to give us our next achievement. We've basically just got to wait for this memory to complete. So let her do her thing. There is actually another achievement we can get here, I've just realised. But I'm going to stick to what I've set up, so just wait now. Just wait for this memory to get done. And once we complete, we will get the next achievement and we will move on to the next chapter as well. She's almost there now. Come along, dear. And then as soon as the completion comes up, let's see what these guys are doing over here. They're still playing chess. There we go. I can't do it without my axe. I should find another way. We've essentially altered time there. Another level complete. So just hit that complete button. And that will give you the next achievement, which will be called The Storm is Coming. And that's to complete the second memory level. So at this point we are on with chapter 3. I just want to click through this dialogue now. And off the bat, if you head to the right side, you can already see it there. We have the next flower. This will be flower number 4. Let's go ahead and pick up the flower. Of course, this is going to be part of the garden there with the tree sage. And just spam through all the dialogue and it's going to plant our 4th flower. Again, that all gets marked down in our book. So now we need to go to the left side, go past the little temple here or shrine or whatever, and you can see we've got a few little bugs here. You want to enter into this house right next to the bugs. Spam through all the dialogue. And on the far left side you'll see a lighter. Go ahead and grab the lighter. It automatically opens the book on this part, so ignore all that. Just so you know as well, if you are doing this sort of by the lore and stuff and you want to figure out the puzzles for yourself, these all give you clues and stuff like that and kind of tell you how it's all done essentially. So we do have a lighter. Again, it's not in the menu at the top, as you can see. If you look in the bottom right, it's another kind of an ability. So now I want to exit the building. Once you've got that lighter, exit the building and then head to the right side. I'm going to talk to the ghost. Again. Spam through all the dialogue. We don't need to listen to all that. Or should I say read all that. Obviously, you can do that if you wish. Now from here, I want to keep going to the right. I'm going to enter the theatre. You'll come to this funny looking guy with the guitar, the steps aiming down. I'm going to go to the theatre. It's easily missable, this. You'll see the little Japanese sign there. Just go into the theatre. And again, you're going to click all that like so. And in the theatre, you'll see this cupboard with like a weird sort of pattern on the outside. Just go ahead and click on that. And this is our next little puzzle. I say puzzle, it's not really a puzzle. And the idea is just to copy the left side onto the right side by mixing the paints accordingly. So we'll just do it from sort of left to right, the easiest way to do it. So first you want to start off with the red. You'll see you've got the red tip there. Go ahead and just click on the parts that you would assume is red. It will fill them all out nice and easy. And then you want to click on the white one, so it mixes the red and white and gives it pink. Go ahead and click on those pink bits there. Nice and easy, right? I don't believe there's any more. Now we can wash it. So if you just use this little wash pot on the left there. Then we're going to go for blue and yellow, which is going to give us the green. So just click on a couple of the green sections here. It doesn't fill it all out, unfortunately. And then we want blue. What did we have? Blue, yellow, and then finally we want the red again. That will give us black, and then fill out the section there. That's the black done, and that leaves us with one more. We just need to wash the paintbrush there. Click white, and then get that final. Ding. Simple as that. Boom. Another puzzle done and dusted. Now, once that's happened, you want to grab the charcoal that's on the floor. And then click the, what we call string, I suppose. I'm not entirely sure. This is pretty much going to give us the memory shard that we need. And again, it's going to play a bit of a memory. That's when you know you've always got the memory when these little scenes play. This one's only a short one as well, so... Spam through all that, and there you go. Double check you've got that memory shard, no problem. We've also got a bit of charcoal here, nice and easy. Right, now we need to sort of follow carefully here. So let's exit out the building, out the theatre, and we're going to go down the steps. So the steps that are right next to the little guitar guy here, and then it's going to give us a bit of a cutscene there. Spam through all the dialogue, of course, and then head to the right and into this first building. And on the right side, you'll see some sulfur on the floor, so go ahead and grab the sulfur. And then we want to exit, like so. I'm going to go left and back up the stairway. And then you want to head to the far right side, so go past the guy with the guitar. All the way to the far right side. These rocks next to the ladder. What we're going to do here is actually use the pickaxe on the rocks, and it's going to give us some nitrate. There you go, nitrate on the floor. Go ahead and pick that up. And we're going to go to the left side here, so let's go past the ladders, and don't go inside this house. You'll see this flashing table here. Go ahead and click on the tallest sort of flashing table. It's going to allow us to mix some stuff up. You see we've got like the charcoal, the sulfur and the nitrate at the top here. So what we need to do is place the charcoal down like so, then the sulfur, then the nitrate on the right side there. So you've got all three, and then just pop this little symbol at the bottom here, and that's going to give us some gunpowder. Not too bad. Now from here, once you've done that, head to the left side. Go past this little guy with a guitar. And just keep going left now across the bridge. If you remember those little insects that we had before, I'm going to pay them a little visit. See them? So now what you want to do here is you want to get your gunpowder. Just click on it in your menu and then click on it on the bugs. I'm going to throw it across just like so. And then bottom right corner, if you remember the lighter, Go ahead and click that and bring it across there, and just click it on the bugs as well. It's going to set them all alight. Nice and easy. Now we can actually go down these steps. And if we head to the left, we will bump into a guy, Mr. Black. You remember him from the very beginning there. Spam through all that dialogue. And we're almost there at our next achievement as well. So keep going to the left side. And guess what? Back into the cave. Come to this line. So in this one, we basically have to interact with the notes. And it's going to be in order 4, 3, 1, 2, 5. If you want to do it the proper way, if you click this thing here, it will let out some audio, and you kind of have to match the audio up based on the sound. But again, it's going to be 4, 3, 1, 2, 5. So make sure you actually click these springs as well. So let's go across, and it's going to be 1, 2, 3. So it's going to be 4 if it lets us. Oh, we're going to start off with the middle one there. There we go. 4. Oh, this one's a little bit messed up, so let's just spam this one. I think we automatically had to click this, so this is all wrong, by the way. Right, now it's going to let us do it again. So we want to go 4, 3, 1, 2, and then 5. That should be the correct order. And this will give you an achievement. That will give you the perfect pitch. And that's basically to pass the musical shrine puzzle, which is what you've done. That should be another achievement added to your tally. Not too bad, right? Now, once you've done that achievement, of course, you know what to do here. Just bring up the top menu there. Grab your memory shard. Pop it inside like so. And again, it's going to ask us whose memory this is. So just click. And this time you want to choose Willow. So number 6 at the very bottom there. Go ahead. Pop Willow. And of course, memory is going to open up. Now, once again, we're pausing and rewinding and all this stuff in here. So do pay attention carefully. It does get a bit more difficult as we go along. I say difficult, a bit more complex is probably a better word. So go ahead and enter inside the memory. Spam all through this dialogue. We don't need to read this. Of course, you can read it, as always. So now it's just a case of waiting for all these cutscenes to happen. This guy is, I believe he's like the boss guy or something. We've got to wait till he gets into a state of musing. He starts talking to this guy. So we're here already, and we just got to wait till he goes into a state of musing now. Again, if you want to pause at any point, need a toilet break or anything like that, it comes in quite handy. Unpause though, again, we need to wait till he goes into a state of musing. He's going to have those little circles above his head, just waiting and waiting and waiting. May take some time, but that's fine. We're going to choose 2 things, I believe, on this one. There we go. Now click on the guy, and that should automatically pause for us as well. You can pause prior to that, then click if that's what you wish to do. And you want to choose that damn beggar left his damn bag in the middle of the road. Almost tripped, man. So just click on that one. It's going to give us the tripping hazard sense. And then the next one is my Pippa has better strings. Just click on that one. That's going to give us the Troupe Owner's Pippa, or the Troop Owner's Pippa. Not actually sure how that is. Now let's close this. And we're going to unpause here. And what we need to do is wait till the boss actually leaves. So once he leaves, we can then interact with this little guy here. And we can stimulate him with the Troupe Owner sense. So let's go ahead and unpause. And it's just a case of waiting for him to leave. Come on now. Disappear, sir. He needs to check out the stage. Once he's gone. He's vanished now. We've got to wait for this guy. Wait for the interaction. Now go ahead. It's automatically paused for us, so go ahead and click on the guy. What we're going to stimulate him with is the TruePay owner's pipper, the one on the far left there. The TruePay's owner's pipper, just drop that in. Go ahead and stimulate. And he's going to go find another pipper. So now pause time. And you want to exit the building here. So again, pause time. Make sure you pause that time. Keep your memory time as much as possible until you need it to actually go ahead and run. So we're going to exit the building. Then we're going to speak with this guy on the left side here. This little looks like a beggar. I believe that's the beggar the boss was on about. So go ahead and click on him. And we are going to use the tripping hazard and stimulate him with that one. Like so. And now pause again. So immediately pause after that. Again, just keep things paused as much as possible. Now you want to head to the right side. And on the opposite side of the stage, you'll see this old lady in blue. With her hands behind her back. This is going to be our next target. So you want to interact with her. So go ahead and click on her. And now again, we're presented with more options. And this time you want to choose so many people here to watch the show. So go ahead and click on that. And we're going to get the many guests sent from that. So now we want to back off this. Again, we're still paused here. And then we need to go slightly to the left to the purple woman. Where are we? Just trying to remember exactly where we are. This purple woman here speaking to the boss. This is the one. And then unpause. And we've got to wait till she goes into a state of musing. We're almost there for this memory as well, guys. So another achievement coming up. Let's just wait a little bit. And then go ahead and click on her when we can. There we go. It's automatically paused for us. So go ahead and click on the lady next to the boss in purple. And this time we're going to stimulate her with the many guest one. That's the only one we've got anyway. So go ahead and click that. Drop that in the little slot there. Go ahead and stimulate like so. And that is another one done and dusted. Now it's just a case of waiting for the memory to complete. Nice and easy. Nice and straightforward, right? I told you I'd make this as easy as possible for you guys. This video is actually, took me quite a while to do this video. It took me a good week, but I've been doing things in between as well. But yeah, it's took me quite some time. I have to write everything down, you see, so... And once this is complete, we should get the next achievement. Willow, can you do it? Faith, you're here. Now, if you remember, look, Faith is just there. Just sitting there, watching the show. Faith is there, guys. She made it. Now you can just listen to that music. Unfortunately, we can't skip these cutscenes, but again, at least you can follow along carefully. At least you know what's what, where you're at. And if you're playing it side by side, then yeah, it makes life much easier, right? I got this flower for you. Ah. There we go, level complete. So once you hit that complete, that is going to give you your next achievement, which is called Pearls Fall on the Jade Plate. And that's basically to complete the third memory level. That third memory level is in the third chapter, of course. Nice and easy. So just click complete and you'll get that achievement. So now we begin chapter 4. So let's just click off this dialogue. We don't need this. And all you want to do here is exit the house. And we're just going to sit here and listen to this song for a while. Now this chapter is quite long as well, guys, so you have to sort of follow along really carefully on this one if you can. It's quite a lot of things to do, so I'll do my best to guide you through this one. I don't believe we can skip any of this. No. I have turned the music off on this, so I do apologise if you can't hear any kind of music. I'm not entirely sure if... oh, his string's broke, look. He's broken his string. Not entirely sure if I'm going to put any background music on this. If you don't hear any... I think it's probably one of the first videos I've not put background music on, so... Just trying things out. Alright, so his strings just broke after we've been listening to the music. We need to progress on, so... I'm going to head to the far right side now, so just head right. Right. And we've got some web near the ladders, so go ahead and grab that web. Like so. And now we're going to go far left. And we're going to grab another web, so go past the stage. And you'll see we've got another web right next to whatever this is, an old store stand of some sort. And then we want to go down the steps just here. And then we're going to go to the right side. And there should be more web on the far side here. And there we go. 3 pieces of web. So if we look in our little menu at the top there, you'll see that we've got 3 sets of cobweb. And then we're going to head left into this nearest building. Go ahead. And now what we need to do here, we actually need to use this wheel, but don't click on the wheel. Instead, grab your cobweb and just click on the wheel like so, and you'll see it drop at the top there. And do that with all 3, like so. Now we can click on the wheel, I believe. And the way, this one's a little bit awkward, so if you look, we have S and W on the left side. That's basically my keyboard controls. So whatever you got on console, remember those buttons. And then you use your cursor to actually move this one. So this one on the right, you have to keep in the middle of these 2 red things. So you'll use probably your right analog maybe for that. And then this one, you don't do anything until one of these sides actually flashes, and then you'll press that button to keep that going. You have to do them simultaneously to actually achieve this next bit. And this should give us some string anyway. So let's give it a go anyway. So just keep that in the center there. Oh, I failed straight away. I pressed the wrong button. It's actually upside down, topsy-turvy. Just hit the bottom right here to reset. So this we want to keep in the center there. S. Let's keep that as that spinning. Now W. Keep an eye on the right. Now the left, pop it. Keep an eye on the right. Now the left, pop it again. Almost there. That's it. Beautiful. Once you sort of know how it works, it's pretty straightforward. Alright, so if we just check our menu here, we've got the string in the top. You want to exit the house. We're going to go back up those steps on the left here. So head left. Head up the steps. We're going to give that string to the guy on the right here. Remember where he broke his string. So go ahead, grab that string and just hand it to Mr. Ghost here. What an extraordinary spring. Now we're going to choose the first dialogue. We are going to get some stuff pop up here. And we're going to do some killing. Spilling, killing and all sorts. Unfortunately we can't skip through all this dialogue. I believe he's singing at this point. Again, you guys might have your audio on, so you can hear it all. The reason I don't have the music on is just purely for any copyright issues. In dreams far apart, my path was once clear. I'm not going to sing the song for you, I'm sorry. It shouldn't take too long. Again, it's a shame we can't skip this part, but never mind. Now again, once this bit is done as well, just follow along really carefully. Alright, now we can skip. So skip. Again, choose the first dialogue, I believe 3 times. Auntie Ying. And then we have no choice on the last one anyway. And then if we spam through it, what's going to happen? Spam through all this dialogue. We actually gain Pippa, the ghost. So if we press Q, it is for me. I believe it's Y on console. We've got like another ability. So if we pop that, it's like an attack. You see it loading up there? Allows us to sort of attack things, so to speak. Now once you've got that, I'm going to head down the steps. Just click on the steps here. And I'm going to head to the left side. And you'll see this thing will turn into a wisp. Now use Pippa. And that will be destroyed just like that. And then the remainder of the stuff, if you want to grab your lighter, just drag that across and go ahead and click on all these leaves and whatnot. And as you can see, it's just opened up a cave. So go inside the cave. And then spam through all the dialogue, of course. And then grab your pickaxe this time. Just pop it on the cave there. And then spam. We're pretty much back out of the cave. Spam through all the dialogue once more. Now we're going to go back up the stairway. We're going to head to the left side again. And we're going to use that special damage ability on the next wisp, which is here. Pop that Pippa. Again, it's the one on the bottom right corner here, the Q or Y for you guys on console. That should be another Pippa out the way. Now I want to go left again. So keep going to the left side. And then down this next set of steps. And then at the bottom of these steps, want to go left again. And halfway down will be our next flower. This will be flower number 5. And again, that's going to go into the Tree Sage's garden. And spam through all that dialogue, of course. Spam. Garden's looking pretty neat now. It's coming along, right? Now, once you've finished with the plant and the flower and stuff, now we're going to head to the right side and we're going to use the Pippa again on the next wisp. It should be right here. Just pop that Pippa. Be gone. And now we're going to go more to the right. Just keep going to the right side here. And then on to the boat. Spam through all the dialogue. I'm going to have to skip a fair bit of chat, I believe. Spam like so. And at the end of this sort of section, we should get another achievement here. Providing you did everything correctly. If you remember, Little Faith attended the little music festival thing. She gave him a little rose. If you got that part, then you will get this next achievement. So, we're just going to walk to the right side here and just skip through all this dialogue. No need to do anything. Just bear in mind, guys, some of these achievements might not pop right on your screen, but they should be there. Just choose anything. Choose the first one. First set of dialogue. There's no specifics on there. Keep going to the right. To the very end here. This will automatically stop on this bit. Spam. Doobie-doobie-doo. Move to the right. Go past these guys. That's the next set of guys. And then finally, should come to this couple. And after talking to these guys, we should get the next achievement, which will be called The One That Understands My Sound and My Soul. Just spam through this chat and that'll get you that next achievement. Right, once you've... make sure you've got that achievement. If it hasn't popped, just check it out anyway. It may have popped but not give you the notification. It didn't work with me, so... But if, assuming you've done everything correctly, the same as me previously, you'll have that Chivo. Alright, so the next flower, which will be flower number 6, literally on your right side here. Just go past the couple, and at the very back here, we've got, yet again, another flower. So, after this, we've got a bit of back and forth to do. It's quite a bit to do. Just spam through all the dialogue as usual. There we go. Additions to our wonderful garden. Alright, now from here, we're going to head left. Go past the couple. Past these two heavies on the mountain there. And then at the next one, so you'll see this like fish rack. You want to talk to these guys right here. So just spam through their dialogue. It won't be much. Talk to them both. It's fine. And then you want to head to the right. And talk to the guys just at the bottom of the mountaintop here. Do the same again, spam through all the dialogue. You can talk to both of them if you wish. And then you want to go back to the guys next to the fish rack. Talk to these like so. And then we should get a cutscene. There we go. And then once the cutscene ends, spam through all the dialogue. We're going to go back and talk to one of these guys. Again, we're going to wait for this cutscene to end, so spam through all the dialogue. Or read it, your choice. And when we talk to one of these guys, we're going to have to select an option. So be careful on this part. So go ahead and talk to one of the guys. I believe this near one on the left side here. Just click, slowly click, until you get the option to choose. And be sure to choose respect restraint, which is number 1. Make sure you get number 1. It's important that you have that one. So go ahead and click respect restraint. Just spam through all the dialogue. Now we can actually enter the house. So once we've gone through the dialogue, now go inside. And we're going to talk to the lady inside here. So go ahead, spam through all that. Like so. And that's it for the later. Once we're done and dusted in there, we can exit out again. And this time we're going to go to the right, back to those two heavies at the bottom of the mountain here. And this time we're going to go up the mountain. So you'll see we've got the little icon. Go ahead and click that. It should allow us to go up the mountain. So on this part, you want to head to the right side. And at the very end of this, we're going to grab a lantern. There's a little task we have to sort of complete here. And the next bit after this actually is quite interesting as well. So go ahead and click the lantern on the bottom here, right before the gate. And I've got a little special ability. So as you can see, what we need to do is align the red markings up, like so. This is super simple. You'll see we've got one. It automatically sort of gives us this as a guide. And then we need 3 more. So let's head back to the left side and you'll come to the first bandana. And we need to match 3 sort of red markings up. As you can see, we've got 1 at the top there. Ignore the menu. 1 at the top, 1 in the middle, and 1 at the bottom. So just press R or whatever button that shows on the right there. And as you can see, nice and aligned. It should then light another circle up in the bottom left corner. Now head to the left, to the next bandana, and then sort of align yourself again. So we've got red up there, red down the bottom. So we've got the 3 red. Let's press R. Did it work? Nope. So a little bit to the left there. You may have to adjust yourself slightly sometimes. I think we do it with the lantern itself. I'm sort of matching me up when you have to match that lantern up. That's another one. We've got one more. This one's actually the opposite way around. So this time you see the red in the top there, the bandana, and then the rose or whatever it is on the bottom there. Just pop that like so. There we go, straight up. Nice and easy. Now once we've got all four, which we have, we can head back to the gate. And this is where the fun begins. We're going to get some more achievements very, very soon. We're churning through these achievements really well. So now this gate is going to turn into some sort of portal. We're going to make our way through. Let's go ahead and just click on the gate and go through it. Bonk. Now for this bit, if we just head to the right side here and up the stairway, at the very top, let's just spam through all this dialogue. We need to go a specific direction. Now for this one, we need to go in the direction of the red fruit. The red fruit is on the right this time, so it means we have to go to the right. If it's on the left, we have to go to the left. So first, we've got to go to the right and just keep going to the right in the direction of the fruit. It like repeats itself. Up the next set of steps, as you can see, the fruit is on the left. So now let's go left. Yours may differ. I don't know if this differs or what. Now keep going up. And then the next tree, left again. And then on the next section, we only have to do that one 3 times. We're going to come to a dead end. The tree is gone. And this time we're looking at the blue flowers. So this time we want to go in the direction of the blue flowers. So you can see the right side has none. The left side has plenty. So go left. Or right, depending on where the flowers are for you guys. Like so. And then right this time you can see the flowers are on the right side. And then a third time, looks like these ones are on the left. You can already see that. Empty on the right, blue on the left. I'm going to go to the very top. And right now, we meet the fog. So for this one, we want to go against the fog's direction. So as you can see, this one's going to the left, which means we need to go to the right. And after this section, we are going to get our next achievement. So that's 1. Again, we're at the next part of the fog. We're going to go against it again. That's 2. And then we should have a final one. It's all the same direction. Not bad at all. This will be the third one. And now once you get to the top here, we're going to come across a tiny little house. It's so cute. If you go into the house, it's going to get you your next achievement. Look at that. It's the studio. The Misty Mountain Studio. And this will give you the To Stories and Beyond. Find Misty Mountain Studio in the game. Not bad at all, right? Feel the staff members here. By all means, have a read and a look at that one. It is pretty cool after all. Right, now drop down. Or exit out, should I say. So this time, what we want to do is actually follow the fog. So once you've got that achievement, I'm going to follow the fog this time. So head to the left. Like so. And go up. And again, follow the direction of the fog, which is the right side. All the way to the top. And then on this final direction, we are going to follow the fog again. However, partway through this, we are going to get a little feather. So let's just head to the left. And keep going left this time. We'll have a little bit of a cutscene. And this thing will give us a feather. So just spam through all the chat. And go and grab that feather on the left side there. Bifang's feather. Not too bad at all. Now all we need to do is keep going up. Up, 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 up. And this is going to get us yet again another achievement. So keep going up and to the left here. It's like a wooden platform. And then back up to the right. And then just keep going to the right. And we're going to go across the waterfall for our next achievement. All the way to the end. And at some point, anytime now, you should get the next achievement, which will give you the road not taken. And that's to reach the top of Zuxi Mountain. I'm not sure how you pronounce that. So that'll be the next achievement, done and dusted. And now from here, we can actually move on to our next flower, as you can already see it flashing on the right side there. So once you've got that achievement, just head to the right side and go ahead and grab that flower. Flower number 7. It's so rare. Oops. Accidentally clicked off the game there. My bad. So go ahead and wait for the garden on that one. Spam through all the dialogue, of course. And we wait. Right, now what we need to do is actually enter the house. So go ahead and enter the house. And yet again, we come across another seal. So just spam through all the dialogue. Now, if you remember the last seal, we had to enter a pattern. It's pretty much the same thing again. So let's go ahead and click on this seal. And again, if you want to pause this so you know exactly what the pattern is, it's pretty straightforward, but I'll sort of hold it there so you know what's what. So you want to start on this left side, and we're going to pretty much end on the opposite side here. You want to click on this one, and then we're going to go to the top, and then 3 down, straight through the middle, straight down on this one, across through the gap, and then we're going to finish on this one here. So if you want to sort of pause right there and get that pattern before I complete, and now I'm going to complete it. There we go. Another pattern done and dusted. Now, once that seal is complete, we can actually enter the door behind it. And we are going to get the next memory shard in here. So head to the left, like so. To click this, looks like a bone on the floor of some sort. It's going to activate a bit of a scene sort of thing. Spam through all this chat. And then spam through it again. And as she backs up, or whatever it is backs up, it will allow us to get that bone again. So go ahead and grab it. And boom. Back in another memory. And this time, we wait. Again, it's going to give us a rough idea of how the memory works and whatnot. Still got plenty to go in this one. We've not even entered the memory yet, so we can't complete this chapter until the memory is done. But this is just the memory shard. And of course, we're going to take this shard to that cave, as we always do, and get this memory done and dusted. It's evil! Alright. Memory shard should be gained. There we go, you can see it. Spam through the dialogue, and if you look up, just to double check, we have that memory shard. And we still have Bifang's feather as well, so curious to know what we've got and what we've not. There's your answer. Right, now head to the right. I'm going to exit the cave. And then we're going to also exit the house. Like so. I'm going to head left. We should at some point enter a cutscene. There we go. Spam through all the dialogue, as always. And then once we're out, obviously we're free moving, like you can see. You want to head all the way to the left now. Keep going left, left, left. It's going to take us to that cave again. This next one is pretty straightforward in terms of what we have to do. So enter the cave. I don't believe we're on any sort of timer on this one, not sure. As you can see, we've got some pillars here. And all we need to do is click these pillars a certain amount of time. So the fourth one we're going to do 3 times. First one we're going to do twice. Third one is once. And the second one is 4 times. A little bit confusing, but I'll explain. So fourth one 3 times. So 1, 2, 3. And you'll see the 3 markings there. The first one is going to be twice. Sorry, the first one. 1, 2. And then we're going to go with the third one, which is just the 1, like so. And then finally, the second one, which will be 4. 2, 3, and then 4. That should be it. We wait. That should bring that shrine up. Nice and easy. Again, no flower in this section. We did gain the flower earlier on, as you noticed. And as before, grab the memory shard, place it in the little shrine there. And again, it's going to ask us for a name, and this time we want Ying. Let's just bring that up. And you should have Ying at the very top, number 1. I don't know if these are random locations for each and every one of you guys, but we want Ying regardless. Now for this one, we want to enter in the memory. And we just got to wait a bit. Spam through all the dialogue. And once we've done this memory, this is going to complete chapter 4 for us. So spam through all the dialogue. And again, we're going to wait. And we're going to talk to this guy with a mustache on the left here. So let's just get to the left side here and wait a bit. Let it run. We can't pause time here. We just need to let it run. And we're still waiting. It does take a little bit of time. Again, don't worry too much about the memory here. We will have ample time. Now there we go. After the cutscene, let's click. It's automatically paused here, so you're not going to miss out on anything. So what you want to do is click on guy with the mustache. And for this one, we want to choose No Wonder She's Always Wearing That Jade Pendant. So go ahead and click that one. That's going to give us the Jade Pendant is Cursed Sense. And then the next one you want to choose, She Attacked the Toist. Who knows what she could have done to her husband, Ming. This one's going to give us the Ying injured the Toist sense. Right, now we can exit out of this. It's still paused, so we're all good. I'm going to move over to the older lady just here. And you want to click on her. And we're going to use the Ying sense. So, Ying injured the Toist. You want to click on that? In fact, let me just click on her again, my bad. Yep, just to make sure. Ying injured the Toist. Drop it in there. Go ahead and stimulate. Now we're going to pause it like so. Always pause it again so you've got plenty of time. And you want to head all the way to the left side now. Over the bridge. Keep going past the little temple thing here until you get to this house with the 2 red markings on the door. And what we need to do here is just wait until the kid gets to the door. So let's unpause and just wait for that kid to get to the door. And then as soon as that kid goes into a state, we can click on him and stimulate. We can pause prior to that if that's what you want to do, but... And now it's all, this next sort of section is important because once we've dealt with the kid, which you'll see any second now, There's the kid. Now click on the kid immediately. As soon as this ends, click on him. There he is, and click. It automatically pauses anyway, so you're not going to miss out on that one. It's just to be on the safe side. So now once you've interacted with the kid, you want to use which one did we want to use? I believe the Jade pendant is cursed. So click on that one, drop that in there like so, and then stimulate. And then as soon as this ends, be sure to pause. So pause immediately because we need to go to this guy, and you see we've got minimal time here. And again, we're going to move to the left, and we're going to use the same one as we did on the kid here. So click on the guy and use that same one. The Jade pendant is cursed. Drop that in there. Go ahead and stimulate this guy. And now things get a little bit scarier. So now we're just going to finish the memory, let that finish off. And things are going to get a little bit different, that's for sure. So if you don't like spiders, guys, you're about to encounter one. Although not as creepy as your usual, if you know what I mean. But. So don't worry, it won't be immediately after this. Now we're going to get nothing for completing this. So go ahead and just complete the level. And that will finish the memory. We are safe and sound when it comes to the memory. And now we're in this room. This is where the fun begins. So stay in this room for a second. Just brace yourself. It's nothing crazy, to be fair. And once we sort of exit out of here, we're going to get chased by a spider. Now, the way this spider works, it's going to highlight the floor with like a red marking. As soon as that hits the floor, move away from where that red marking was because spikes are going to pop out. They also sort of, whichever direction they're firing, they will sort of spread as well. So just bear that one in mind. So let's go out. Again, let's dodge these red circles. And on top of that, we're going to press the Y button to deal damage when it prompts us to. And you may have to wiggle a bit when you get stuck. So just bear that one in mind. So dodge the red circles, Y to do the damage, and then wiggle just a little bit. Alright, let's go. So now we're going to head to the left side. There's the spider. You'll see on the floor those red markings. Q or Y for you guys to deal damage. Now move left. Watch out for the red. And then AD, which just get me out of there. Oh, to be fair, I don't usually have to wiggle my body. So last checkpoint, that's fine. Should start us back at this point. You've got plenty of chances. So let's move. And then dodge the spikes as before. And then bam. Move left a little bit. Dodge the red, like so. There you go. I didn't get caught this time, which is fine. And then, ooh, so close. Can you believe it? The funny thing is, I've never died on this part. This is hilarious. Alright, let's try again. Come on. Let's run to the left. Keep away from her. Dodge the red like so. Bam. Move left again. Oh, I got stuck on the web. That's what it was. Dodge the red. Dodge the red. Pop again and then move to the left. And then you will get caught in this bubble. You can't avoid this one. She captures you. She kills you. And yeah, unfortunately you can't do anything. But this will be it for this section. And this will complete the chapter as well. And another achievement. So now I've got a new character here. Just want to head to the right and pretty much just exit the cave at the bottom here. And then after these cutscenes, we'll get the next achievement. Yeah, I think it's getting a little bit weird now. The storyline, I've not been following it, but, or should I say I've not been following it that closely. But it's really quite interesting. It's very era. Oh, he's just shot him straight in the throat. Very nice, isn't it? Idiot never saw it coming. Blue 1. How could you? We can spam through all this dialogue. Nice and easy. Look at that. I believe she's adding the seals to the cave, so that's what's happening. Again, just sit tight, spam through all the dialogue. Wow. Quite gruesome. Spam through all this. This should pretty much be it. Spam through all that. That can skip all that as well. And by this point, you should have your next achievement. And that'll be, because I could not stop for death, he kindly stopped for me. So, that's your next achievement, done and dusted. Alrighty, so now we can continue on with Chapter 5. And this one is, it's another long one, I guess. But there's quite a bit to do in this one, like a lot of little bits to grab and move and all that stuff. So do follow carefully on this one. But other than that, it's pretty straightforward to follow. You should understand it without issue. Right. Now, as you can see, we're like a new character, so to speak. And just want to head to the right now. We're like the ghost of ourselves. And this is where we sort of rewind, if you like. Alter our own path. Again, I don't follow the story that close, so you know, I don't know every aspect of it, but I'm sure you guys who are following know way more than I do. But again, just keep walking to the right. We'll enter a cutscene and spam through all that like so. Now we should start with the new character. Spam through all the dialogue. A lot of dialogue on this bit. Nice and easy. Right, now we are free roaming with this little chap. So now I want to head to the left side. And you want to enter this section here. This is the marketplace. You want to enter between these two beasts. Like so. I'm going to speak with a merchant here, so skip all the dialogue. This guy, this big guy here, he's the merchant. What is he, a radish or something? I'm not sure what he's supposed to be. Skip all the dialogue. Don't worry about these characters. I'll guide you and let you know who's who. And you have to be careful on this part as well. It's like a maze in here sometimes. So head to the right. I'm going to speak with the merchant. Just click on him like so. Run through all the dialogue. It's quite a bit to talk about. Once you've spoken to him, we're going to head back to the left side. And if you stand here, you'll notice there is an upper section of the market and a lower section which takes us out. So from here, we want to exit the market. Back out where we came from pretty much. Then you want to head to the right side. We're going to head into the portal that's at the end here. Stand in it or click. A little bit weird. There you go, right to the end, and this should pop up. Go to the Reed River Village. Yes. Now we've got more spiders here. And again, we're going to use that ability we used before to actually kill them. So They're not chasing us or anything, so it's not too bad. Spam through all the dialogue here. Now I'm going to head to the right side. And when you come to the first spider, just pop that ability. It'll tell you to do it anyway, and boom, he's vanished. It's going to be another one as we go further along. Do the same. And vanished. Now this time, right next to us, right next to this little shed, you'll see some venom. Go ahead and grab that. Half jar of spider venom. Now move along and kill the third spider, I believe. There it is. And then right sort of towards the end here, there's some more venom right above the steps on the tree here. And that is 2 lots of spider venom. That's all we need, I believe. Now we need to go back. So head left, far left. I'm going to exit via the little portal here, which is this thing here. Actually, it looks like a well. Probably is. And then back to the underworld. Yes, please. Now we're going to head back to the merchant, basically. So head left again and go back into the market area from before. Like so. And go back to the merchant. I'm going to give that venom to the merchant. So head to the right. And the giant radish or whatever he's supposed to be. If you look at the top there, get your spider venom and just click it on the guy. And he's going to give us, I believe he gives us a hibiscus flower. Spatting through the dialogue. I forget this doesn't work on its own, like autoplay. There's the hibiscus flower. Now you want to head further to the right to this strange looking dude here. And you want to click on him. And you want to choose the first dialogue. Number 1. It's the only choice anyway. And then the second time, choose the first one again. Make sure you choose number 1 on both of those. Spam through all the dialogue. Like so. Spam. Now, go back towards the market exit. And this time, we're going to go upwards. So make sure you select this one and not this one. So go up. And then we're going to go all the way to the right side here. And we're going to speak to Lady Meng here. And she's going to give us some soup. Spam through all the dialogue. Meng's soup. Grab some nice Meng's soup. Now we're going to go back and down. This will bring us back in the market. And then back to that weird guy we just spoken to behind the merchant there. So head to the right. And then bring your menu down and click on Meng's soup and go ahead and give it to the guy here. Green guy. He's going to give us some soul wine. And now what we need to do for the soul wine, head to the left side and just past the doorway you'll have this like Grim Reaper looking guy. I'm going to give this guy, I believe we have to give this guy, no sorry, we just talk to this guy, we don't give him anything. So just click on this soul Reaper type guy. Okay, number 1. And just wait for him to do his thing. We should gain the paper gold ingot. You can see them there. We're just literally just sort of waiting. It's going to drop them for us, I believe. Spam through. There we go. Paper gold ingot collected. Again, we don't have to give this guy anything. So just so we know where we're at, we have the Firefang's feather still. Hibiscus flower, soul wine, and the paper gold ingot. Not too bad, right? Now this next bit is a little bit weird. So go left and want to talk to the guy at the very end here. The very, very end, this purple guy. Let's go ahead and talk to him. Sold out, come back tomorrow. Go ahead and talk to the girl. She's crying. She wants a figurine, so go back to the sugar guy. Sold out, come back tomorrow. But this time he's going to give us an option. Can I have a sugar figure? Yes, please. And then we want to choose double. It doesn't really matter, I don't think. I can pay double. And now I'm going to choose the first dialogue. Yeah, so always make sure you choose double. Now what we need to do, once you've gone through all that dialogue, go to the right here, and you'll see this like wizard-like guy and this giant sort of statue head in the background there. And right just before it is these look like incense. So get your lighter, just click on the incense there. And that's going to light it up, and it's going to do something to this guy, I believe, because I believe he is actually cheating. So now head left. I want to talk to this strange looking dude, and he's the gambler. And you can see here, he's the gambler. Just spam all the way through. You've only got one option on that anyway. And then we're going to give him the paper gold ingot. So go ahead and take your go. Like so. Alright, let's get started. And you can choose big or small. I always choose big. It doesn't really matter though. And then spam through it, and you should win this. He's going to do his thing. Da, 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 da. Win! There we go. And you can't believe we won because this guy helps him cheat, so... Spam through all the dialogue, like so. Now from here, once it sort of respawns you, so to speak, you want to go back to this guy. You've saved this artist. Well done. Now he's going to give you the figurine. There we go. The sugar figurine. I'm going to give it the girl, so just click on the figurine here and give it to the girl in green. Here you go. And she's going to give you something else. She's going to give you the hair of pure yin. Right. Once you've finished with that section and you've got the hair of pure yin, we're now going to go to the right. And keep going across until you go to a new guy, which is this guy here with the glasses on, just past the beasts here. And go ahead and talk to him. And you want to choose the first option twice, so please. Spam through it like so until the next one. Why did you stop here? Can you tell me the ending? I want to click on that. And then spam through all the dialogue. And then once you've done that, that will click off. You want to go to the far right side. And you'll speak to the scholar here. So go ahead and click on this scholar guy. And you want to go through all three of his options. So click on him. Spam. Click on him again. The cold moon. And then finally, click on him again. I don't know. Give up. Right, now we need to, once you've gone through all three of those options, we're going to exit the market downwards. So, as you come to the door, hit the down one. And then you're going to go to the left side. It's going to give you the option to go back home. We want to click yes. And now once we're back home, head left again and you'll see the body on the floor. And you want to interact with the body, just click on it. And now what we've got to do here is put the items in order. So if we have the flower, the hibiscus flower, that goes on the bottom right on the body section. We have the hair goes on the top right where the yin is. Feather goes on the top left. And then the soul wine actually goes on the bottom left. Bam! Spam through all the dialogue, of course. What are you doing? Get out of here! Now stuff's happening. We've basically got to just wait for all the cutscenes now. It's going to get us through it. We can't skip any of this, I don't believe. We can try, no. Now we can skip the dialogue a little bit. Very eerie, right? Pretty cool, though. Again, just wait for all these scenes to play out. This pretty much takes us back to the memory. One day Willow will become famous, maybe. That's what we all hope for, right? To a degree. So a lot of storytelling going on. Not too bad if you have been following the story. Let me know what you think of the story, by the way. For those that have followed it, who enjoy the lore and stuff, let me know what you thought of the actual story. And that's the downside to me doing videos and stuff. You can't really sit and enjoy the story in game because I have to, you know, record a lot faster than what I usually would when playing normally, so... Right. Spam through all the dialogue. Doobie-doobie-doo, chibi-chibi-chee. Alright, now we're back in the memory, as you can see. So let's go ahead and just pause that for a second. So what we need to do, we're going to have to interact with this guy with the bandana on. So once we unpause, we're going to interact with him and we're going to select, you know, certain things. So let's just unpause and let that play out. And then when we can, we're going to interact with him. So just stay nearby. It's just a waiting game right now. We're going to stimulate him when we can, I believe. No, sorry, we're not going to stimulate this one. We're going to select an option from the chat. There we go. So click on him. And now what you want to choose here is the Toist was defeated by this little thing. So go ahead and just hold that down. That gives us the Toist is weak sense. And now we are done with him. And we are paused as well. So now we can sort of freely roam. And the guy with the mustache, go ahead and click on him. And you want to choose, where is it? Where did my wife go? Why isn't she here to see the ritual? So go ahead and do that one. And you'll gain the Auntie Huang is missing. And then if we back out of it, we are still paused. Again, if you're missing anything, you should be able to still talk to this guy. And he will be able to give you all the senses if you missed any more. So right now we're going to unpause. And then we've got to wait for ourself. You can see ourself right here to go into a state, I believe hesitation or something like that. And then we've got to interact with him and use one of the stimulants. So we are here. So let's unpause and wait for ourselves to go into a state like so. And it's paused automatically. Go ahead and click on him. Have I clicked on the wrong person? Yes. There we go. And for this one, want to use the Toist is weak. So click on the Toist is weak and drop that in. Go ahead and stimulate. And then once this is done, we've got to follow ourselves to the left. Well, where did he go? Okay. We can pause it. Let's find out where we are. I think we vanished here. There we go. And then what we need to do again is stimulate them once more. So unpause. Again, pause it to get to this point. There's no point in wasting time. And then once we can stimulate... I don't know whether this is actually glitching. It's a very weird and bugger. And as soon as we can, we're going to click on ourselves. Or the image of ourselves. After the cutscene, maybe. If you remember this from before, what we did, and you can see the important part here, so it's going to pop And then go ahead and click. Now we can stimulate. And this time we want to use the only one we've got. Auntie Huang is missing. Pop that in there. Go ahead and stimulate. And this is going to get us another achievement, which once this is done and dusted, it's going to be chapter 5 out the way. And it's actually our 4th and 5th memory that's going to gain an achievement for. It's only the one achievement, mine, but once this is done, we are free to go. I won't hand it over. Go away. Again, we can't skip these bits. I don't understand why we can skip the dialogue, but we can't skip these cutscenes, because you're not reading the dialogue, you're not really going to understand these properly. I mean, it's no big deal, of course. Maybe it's just me. It's likely me. Almost there now for the next achievement. Once we hit that complete button, I believe. Wow, he's just died. Oh, not died. In disguise. Very clever. There's that seal. Boom Shankar. Excellente. And this is going to get us the next achievement then. And that will be your shifting perspectives. Complete the 4th and 5th memory level. Okay, so now we're going to begin chapter 6. And off the bat, we're actually going to get an achievement here. So as soon as we step outside, and you want to take note here as well, as soon as we step outside, there's going to be another spider. We just want to press that Y button, or Q for me, to kill it. And we want to do it before it gets to the villager. And that will get us the Saviour achievement. So let's head outside. There we go, a little cutscene here. And just pop the Q button like so. And bam. That will give you the Saviour achievement. And that's to save a villager from a spider, or from the spider. Nice and easy. Now we're going to get flower 8. So if we head to the left. And just past this next body, you'll see just after the last fire here. Flower number 8. Usual scenario. Spam through. And Tree Sage is going to plant it just like the others. Right, now from here, head to the right. And then down the stairway. Keep going to the right until you get to the stairway here. And then head to the right again. Now we're going to get some more cutscenes and our next achievement. So we are going to skip through all this dialogue as fast as we can. There will be a section. There will be a section where they mention Ming. I'm just going to wait for this one. Doobie doobie doo. Just spam through all the dialogue as always. Or read it if you wish. Again, it's going to give us a glimpse into the memory, of course. Now we can skip all this. Spam, spam, spam. Spam, spam, spam. Quite a few cutscenes on this section, as you can tell. Spam all the way through. You may already have the achievement now. Or prior to this, should I say. Let's just spam through all this. Come along. Right, now we're freely roaming. So you should now have the achievement called The Things Which I Have Seen. I now can see no more. And then now we're going to work our way to the next flower, which will be number 9. So we're going to head to the left. And we're going to go back up that mountaintop. And if you remember where we went for the lantern, just head to the right. And actually in the center here is going to be our next flower, literally just sitting there. There we go. Flower number 9. Spam, spam, spam. And obviously Tree Sage is going to do the honors. So this chapter, there's quite a lot of different things to do. So we're going to head left and go back now, sorry. And then we're going to go all the way to the left side. And we're going to join the group of people. And then when prompted, we're going to select Let's Go. Should be the first option, I believe. Yeah, there's a lot of things to do in this chapter. A lot of clicking and bit of a maze, you might say. So just click the Let's Go once the prompt comes up there. And away we go. Spam through all the dialogue. And now we are free roaming again. And now this time you just want to head to the left. And we're going to head up the stairway this time. So just directly up the stairs. And we're going to go left again. And you want to interact with this tree. So you'll see the 3 guys fighting the spider on the left there. Interact with the tree just after the fire here. Like so. And then we're going to move these bits and pieces out the way. And it should reveal the Jade pendant. Not too bad, right? I'll just spam through like so. I'm going to have another cutscene. And on top of this, should also gain some additional stuff. There you go, we've gained some cinnabar, licorice, and nitrate. Not too bad. So just to make sure we've got everything here. So cinnabar, nitrate, licorice, and of course the jade pendant that we just got out of the little tree stump there. And I want to exit the building. I'm going to go left again. After all the dialogue, just spam through it as always. Spam, spam, spam. And then again, we're going to head up the stairway. Now we're going to go to the right side. I'm just going to cross this bridge here. We've got some spiders to kill. Again, spam through all the dialogue. There's one spider. Just pop the Y button or Q. Keep going to the right. There's another spider. Keep going to the right for the final spider. Bada bing, bada boom. Now we'll reach the ladders, so head to the right to the ladders, just click on those, and our little friend will come and fix the ladder. And then we're going to actually head up there, so just spam through all the dialogue. And once it's all fixed, I'm going to climb up like so. I'm going to enter the house. And then we want to click on this table on the right side. So once you're in the house, just click on that table. And we've got a bit of a puzzle to do here. So if we just spam through all this dialogue. It's a pretty straightforward puzzle. It's the one where you have to draw the lines without sort of overlapping or crossing each other. You can do it anyhow you want, really. I'm going to just mess it around so you see the outline like so. Doo-be-doo-doo. It's pretty straightforward. You can follow that. I know it is a bit quick. And there's 2 to do. That's gave us a freeze charm on the first one. So this one might be a little bit more awkward. So I'm going to start from here. Something along those lines. There we go. I don't think you can really fail this, actually. So go left. Yeah, I mean... And we got an explosion charm. So 2 charms there. Not too bad at all. Right. Now what we want to do is click on this forge in the center of the room. Oh, sorry. We need to put the ingredients on it first. So we're going to put nitrate. The cinnabar. So just grab that from your menu at the top. And licorice. And just drop that onto the thing. You can see the 3 at the top there. And then go ahead and... click on it like so. We're going to get another puzzle. Right, so to do this one, it's pretty straightforward, to be honest. It's nothing too difficult. And all we're going to do is we start from the top left, and we're going to I think we have to hold this and drag it across. So the single one at the top, single red. Then we've got the 2 on the bottom right corner here. We then have the 3 on the left side, like so. And we've got the white 4, which will go on the bottom left corner as well. The 5, the white 5, straight in the middle there. The 6 on the top right, nice and easy. The 7 will go on the right side. The 8 will go on the left. And then finally, we'll have the 9 in that position. So, if you do want to take a screenshot of that section, please do it now. And you can get that puzzle done. Now, I say a screenshot, pause the video. I forget, I'm used to doing screenshots myself, so... Right, once you've done that, just pop the little icon on the bottom right here. And bam. That's going to give you another achievement, and that will be called the Scholar. And that's to pass the Alchemist's Furnace puzzle, which we've pretty much just done. Now we're going to spam through this and pretty much just wait for the cutscene here. There's still quite a bit left to do in this chapter, so sit tight. Such a strange noise that is. It's duck hunting season. You have awakened the spider. Casio. Alright, so from here, just spam through the dialogue, and we pretty much need to just immediately go down on the bottom steps here, right just before the spider there. And we're going to go left into the cave here. And now this is where things get a little bit different. There's going to be, let's just spam through this dialogue. And now we've got a bit of a maze to go on. So we're going to head downwards. So head to the right and down into this cave. And as you can see, we're going to be word salad there. We're going to be presented with some doors. And they're going to have these stones on the outside. Different animal shapes. So let's just spam through this dialogue. We've got the cow, chicken as well. All you need to do is click on the stones to actually see what creature they are, but we have to actually go through these doors in a specific order. So the first one we're going to do is the chicken stone. So as you can see, we want to just double check that. Looks like a chicken to me. I'm going to go through the chicken door. Then we're going to go to the right. Oh, I believe I actually made a mistake here. Can we go back? I'm not sure if we can go back now. I've doomed myself. Let's go back. So the first door, my apologies guys, is the cow one. I thought there was a first one, but my little notes have messed me up there. So go through the cow door first. And if you do get stuck, just go all the way to the left and use that left doorway there. So the cow door first, then we want to go through the chicken, and then we're going to go all the way to the right, and we're going to speak to this headless guy. And through the dialogue, that's all we needed to do. Now we need to go through the door with the fish, which is literally right next to us, so just pop into there. Next one is going to be the pig. This looks like a pig, but if we're unsure, go ahead and click that and go inside. And then once we've done that, I believe we just need the rabbit, which is further along. Is that the rabbit? No, that's a pig. Looks nothing like a rabbit, Carl. Come on. Into the rabbit one. And then we're going to go all the way to the left side. And we're going to pick up the skull. See the skull on the floor there? Go ahead and grab that. Guess who that's for? Now head to the right. I'm going to head downwards into the little gap here that was just about to appear. There you go, the little dark patch. Now we're going to head into the door with the cow, which will be this one here. And then we're going to head into the one with the chicken. So where's the chicken? There it is. Double check there if you wish. And go inside like so. And now we're actually going to get our next flower in this room. So just keep going to the right side. And then grab the skull. Go ahead and give the skull to the headless guy. He's now got a head. And then right behind the guy, you'll see flower number 10. So go ahead and pick that bad boy up. And again, that's going to add to our garden. So just spam through the dialogue with tree sage. And of course, he's going to plant it. That leaves us 2 spots. So for this first run, again, we're going to get 11. So there's literally like 1 more flower to get. Right, from here, we now need to move into specific doors again. We're going to go with a fish, as you can see here. So head in there. Then we're going to go with the pig. That doesn't look like a pig. That looks like a cow. Let's see, rabbit. That's a pig, so on the far right side for me. And then finally, the door with the rabbit. Another one on the far right. I don't know whether this switches and changes or what, whether it's just sort of like randomly generated. I do not know. Or it might be identical to mine, but... So, the one with the rabbit for the final door here. Now we're going to be in a new room, so just head to the right side here. And a few things are going to start to happen. Bit more dialogue. Spam through. We haven't actually got too far to go now to finish the actual base game, which is good. So now we've got the Aegis scroll. As you can see, we've collected that. So you should have 3 freeze charms, 2 explosive, Jade pendant, and the Aegis scroll. And now you'll see this room, we've got like these 3 circles. You want to head to the left, to the far left. And what we've got to do is place these items at the top here into each of these circles in order. So go all the way to the left to the very first circle, which is pretty much this one here. And you want to drag the freeze charm into the first circle. And in the second circle, we want the explosive charm. Third circle, we want to go freeze once again, like so. And then the 4th circle, again, we're going to go with explosive. Now, if we keep moving along into the 5th circle, this is going to be the Aegis scroll. Drop that in the first one there, or the 5th out of all of them. The middle one is going to be the Jade pendant. And then the last one is going to be your last freeze charm. Simple as that. Now, what's going to happen here is we're going to call out the spider and it's going to come chasing us. Once it starts chasing us, we've got to run to the right side. We'll basically start on the left side of the cave here. We're going to run to the right and we've got to avoid any red circles and stuff like that. And then when prompted to, just hit that Y button to deal damage. I think we only need to do that the once, and then it's going to follow us, and we're pretty much going to trap it in this in this thing here, and that's also going to get us an achievement. So let's go ahead and call out the spider and let's do this. Alright, as you can see, we've started at the beginning of the cave. We're now going to run to the right side, so let's just pop the queue. Get ready to run to the right. This is going to sort of like TP on us. Come on then. So strange. I hate spiders as well. That's the worst thing about this. I hate them. They do it on purpose. Imagine if you hate spiders and you've got to develop them. Right, run to the right. When prompted to, dodge the red, remember? Dodge the red again. Dodge that red again. Pop the Q or the Y for you guys, and then just head to the right. And then Q it again. Oh, she didn't get trapped this time. What's going on? There we go. That was odd. I've never had a take away that first one before, but bada bing, bada boom nonetheless. And that one right there should get you another achievement, and that one will be called From Prey to Predator, and that's to catch the spider in your web. Not bad at all. Spam through all this. We're going to have quite a few cutscenes now. We're pretty much on our way. We're not quite finished yet, but we're almost on our way to completion of the base game. And then obviously once we've done the base game, we're going to get the remainder 3 achievements, or 2 for some of you guys. To do that, we're going to be replaying the memory, and that will like seal the base game. And then obviously after that, we will be doing the DLC, which is I'm looking forward to it. So after quite a few scenes, we should gain that Jade pendant back. It's not going to show us at the top here, but we will gain another achievement once we've got the Jade pendant back, I believe. Once we can move again, once we can exit this... Right, spam the dialogue. Doobie-doobie-doo. Now we can exit the cave, and we're going to go through a bit more dialogue. And once we've done this, more cutscenes. And we're pretty much going to have a toast with these guys, so spam through all the dialogue. Spam, spam, spam. Doobie-doobie-doo. Nice and easy. Keep spamming. That's it. Now we're back in free roam mode. And at this point, it should give you the next achievement, which is called An Unfamiliar Familiar Land. Have a toast with the friends of Lou Village, if that's how you pronounce it. So now what we're going to do is head all the way to the left side. And we're going to get our next flower, which will be flower number 11. And then we're actually going to finish up for the last achievement on the base game, other than the ones that we need to replay. So head all the way to the left, and we're going to enter the portal. Or what we call a portal anyway. Left, 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 left. That's a long trek. Into the wishing well. It looks like a wishing well, doesn't it? And then now we need to go back into the market. So as you can see, we've got 2 more spaces for flowers. So let's head into the market like so. And now we need to spam through this dialogue. And we're going to go back to the storyteller on the right, this guy with the glasses here. So go ahead and talk to this guy. And for this one, you want to choose the first option. Sure. Spam through. And now you want to go to the very end. So go to the right at the very end. I'm going to talk to the scholar again. And then you want to click on the scholar. And then for the first dialogue, you want to choose the new moon. Go ahead and choose the moon. And spam through. And he's given us the Morning Glory flower. Nice name for a flower. So, now we've got this flower. I want to head to the left. And exit the market. Downwards. You want to go down. Which is pretty much out. And then go to the right. And as you might guess, we want to give this flower to tree sage. That'll be our 11th flower. Again, we do have one more to collect, but we have to do that in a memory that's got to be replayed. So, again, that's going to be after the base game completion. And now we're going to get what will be the final achievement for the story sort of thing. So what we want to do is go left and back into the market. And then we're going to go upwards into the market again. And then just head to the right. Just follow it all the way to the right now. And by the end, it'll trigger cutscenes and all this stuff. There we go. Mr. Black, Mr. White. There we go. It's gone. The memories have gone. Now spam through. Spam through all the dialogue again. And I'm not sure what's going on. Obviously, if you followed the story here, you might have a good understanding. We are about to get our final achievement. It may have popped already. I can't remember at what point it actually pops. And that is it, guys. That is the end of the base game. So that should give you what would technically be the final achievement. And it's called Here We Meet Again. The End. Now, obviously, some of you guys are going to have either 2 or 3 achievements remaining. Myself, I've got 3. Or would have 3. But we're going to get them. We're going to replay one of the memories to grab those. And then after that, we're going to move on to the DLC. So at this point, we can skip it. So I'm going to go ahead and skip. Like so. Okay, so once you are finished with the game, you will be presented with the option to enter flower mode. So go ahead and enter flower mode. It didn't give me that option, maybe because I've already done it. I'm not too sure. But if you didn't get the option yourself, if you head over to the main menu here, you'll see we have Karma Stone. That's just going to take us directly to the level select, basically. So go ahead and click on Karma Stone. If not, click on flower mode and it will take you here. And click on the stone at the back there. Switch to the second chapter at the top here. And then choose the Carpenter's Memory. Just like that. And you'll see it on the right there. Just pop the load. And yes. Now pause. As soon as the memory starts, just pause. This is where we're going to get the first of the last 3 achievements. So for this one, you just want to hit the fast forward button in the bottom right corner there. You can see it. You may already have this one. You have had the option to press this throughout the game pretty much. So if you didn't get it, just hit that fast forward button. It will speed up the memory a little bit. And it will also give you the achievement called All of Chang'an's Flowers. And that's to use the fast forward function in a memory level. Nice and easy. That's the first of the last 3 out the way. Now the next achievement will be for the final flower, which will it'll be a while away yet, but we will get there. And that is basically I won't have the flower because I've already got it, but it will pop for you guys. And again, that's going to give you all 12 flowers. So let's get on with it. Let's get going. And first thing you want to do now, once you've pressed fast forward, By the way, just tap that fast forward. There's no need to like hold it down. But once you've done that and you're ready to continue, you can restart the level if you wish. But what you want to do is click on the posters on the left side here and then choose the left paper that's highlighted. That's going to give you the show tomorrow sense. Now back out of this one. And then you want to interact with the chess guy when he goes into a state. So let's just play this and let him sit down. He's going to go into a state. Going to give us another sense. So pop him now. And then you want to choose the tree seems a bit unsteady. Maybe we should stop sitting here. So go ahead and grab that. Going to give us the tree is about to fall sense. Nice and easy. And just back up. It's already paused, so we can now go to the left. And you just want to go to this pregnant lady here, right near the tree here, just after the posters. And we want to wait. So let's unpause here and wait for her to go into a state. Patience is key, my friends. Patience is key. There we go. So click on the ladder. And we want to go to Ash is going to sell those herbs tomorrow. That should bring some good money. Bring in some good money. That's going to gain us the valuable herbs. And we can back off this one. And then if you look to the left, there's a little table with, it looks like a bun on. Directly up from the steps here. So go ahead and click that. And that's going to give us buns getting cold sense. So that's just a couple more senses we've got. Now I want to head to the left side. Just keep going past these guys with the guitar. And to the doors with the two red marks on. And we're basically going to wait for the guy to turn up. So let's just run this. I'm just going to wait. And we're going to interact as soon as we can. We're going to give him 2 of those senses and stimulate him. Should be any time now. Get ready to click him. It's already paused, so go ahead and click. And then first we want to choose the valuable herbs, which is on the left side there. Just drop that in. And then the tree is about to fall, which is the middle one. Just drop that in as well. Go ahead and stimulate like so. Success. And now we need to enter the house as soon as we can. So enter the house, it's all paused. And then on this left side, you see we've got the abacus. So go ahead and click on the abacus there. It's going to give us secret in abacus. Now click on the guy on the right. And we're going to give him that abacus, secret abacus sensed, and stimulate him with it. Success. Now he's going to do his thing as well. Right, now we're going to exit out. So exit out the building. And once this cutscene is done, we want to click on the dog for our next interaction. Just going to wait a little bit here. Alright, now click on the dog. And you want to choose So Hungry, Want Food. Boom. Gives us dog is hungry. Now we can back out of this and want to head to the right to the ladder, to the nearest ladder, I believe. Just at the top of the steps here. Go ahead and click on the ladder. I want to choose the bun is getting cold. So the middle one, the bun is getting cold. Drop that in there and stimulate. And then once this is done, immediately pause. So success and pause. Make sure you pause your memory. Everything freezes. And head to the right side, to the far right. Just want to stand next to this little guitar guy here. And what we're going to do is wait for the lady to come. She's going to bring this guy a bun. And once he starts munching on it, We're then going to stimulate this guy with the show tomorrow sense and then go from there. So let's run it and wait for the lady to turn up. There she is. So we can like stimulate him now, but we're not going to. We're just going to wait. Wait for him to munch up. Nom nom nom. I always wait for the bubble. Now click on the guy. I'm going to stimulate him with the show tomorrow. Drop that in there. Stimulate. And then after this, head to the left side here. I'm going to go to the little girl just behind the chest guy. I'm going to stimulate with the final one, which is the dog is hungry. Pop that in there. Nice and easy. Now we just wait till the memory completes. We should get the final flower after we've clicked that complete button, I do believe. All being well. Yeah, chopping that tree down now. Bam! Done. Now just pop the complete button. And then when we port back in, you will see we have that final flower right in front of us. So go ahead and pick that one up like so. And of course, tree sage will pop up. And it'll plant that final flower in our garden like so. And that will give you the final achievement for all the flowers. That's for collecting all 12 flowers. And that will be the Summoning Spring achievement. Collect all flowers. Nice. So now from here we can continue. And we're going to get the final achievement for the base game. So what we want to do here, once you've got the flowers, you want to click on Tree Sap. Sorry, Tree Sage, not Tree Sap. Spam through all the dialogue. And he's going to give us our much needed memory shard. Let's go ahead, click that like so. And then we just got to play out this little bit of a scene here. You'll see it in just a second. We will have to place it into the shrine before we get to here. It's just a bit of a brief glimpse. So he's given us the memory shard. So spam through the dialogue here. And then we're back in the cave. So just grab the memory shard. Drop it into the little shrine. And then it's going to ask us whose memory is this. So if you bring the menu up and you want to choose Sage number 6 or whatever Sage is, make sure it's Sage. And then, of course, we're going to enter the memory. This is pretty straightforward, and this is pretty much the direction towards the final achievement for the base game. We're almost done now. Just wait for this to pass. I made it myself. So we are going to head over to the bridge there. So let's head to the right. Just wait on the bridge, just to the left of the bird here. Bird's going to fly off, I believe. And I think this chap is actually going to follow it. The birds flew off. We're still going to stand there waiting. You don't need to do anything. This guy is going to drop down. Once he drops down, we can actually move across and grab the satchel. So go ahead, grab the satchel for the scented sachet. I'm just going to move back on the bridge there. As you see, she's just undone the rope on that. So this guy is now stuck. And now we just got to stand here waiting. You can see this guy is stuck down on the rocks there. Got to wait for another old man. This does take a little bit of time. Let's just fast forward it a little bit. Speed up time there. There we go. Now he's going to come investigate. And we want to stimulate him. So he's going to stand to the right of us. And his state is going to change. So just wait and just pop that button. And then, of course, use the scented satchel and stimulate. And then once we complete this, it should give us that final achievement. So let this play out. Bam. Done. Gone. Did. And that's it, guys. So click that complete level. And boom. You should get yourself, after these cutscenes, the final achievement, which will be called Many Regrets Unspoken. And that's to basically complete the secret memory level. It may pop now, or it may pop just after these little cutscenes here. And that's it, I believe. That is it for the base game, guys. Not too bad at all. Plenty of achievements for you there. What did I say? 21 achievements? Is that what I said? I don't remember now. Of course, that's not the end of the video. We are going to continue on with the DLC. So for those of you who have the DLC, we're going to gain another 1,000 gamer score. And we're going to start Root of Evil. There we go. That is the base game complete. The rewind arc complete. Well done, guys. And thank you for following along. So let's hop over to the main menu. So we're just going to skip this. And bam. That is it, guys. That is the base game of the rewind arc done and dusted. So thank you, guys, for whoever followed that one. For those of you who want to stick around, we are going to continue and do the Root of Evil DLC. It's about 45 minutes. Again, check the timestamps at the bottom there. You'll see what remains of the video. That's pretty much how long it's going to take to do the DLC. So for those that you want to stick around and want to do it with me, let's go. So first, let's click on Root of Evil on the bottom right corner there. It's going to bring us up a new menu. And as you can see, this is the Rewind Arc Root of Evil DLC main menu. We're just going to start a brand new game. Click yes. I've already played it, so I'm going to overwrite. Spam through all that. Pretty straightforward. I'm just going to spam through all the dialogue here. And so for this first part, we're pretty much just going to reach the memory. And then the remaining achievements are pretty much, it's just a case of repeating the memory and doing different things. So that's the most of it. So let's spam through all that. And then just walk up to these guys on the right. Spam through all that dialogue. And go ahead and grab Yun on the left there. In the white. And then she's going to go with us. So from here, we can now head to the right side. We should bump into an old friend, I believe. Mr. Black. Spam through. Let's continue on. Another cutscene. Plenty of cutscenes in this, I must say. Spam through all the dialogue. Spam through again. We should come to a new guy. He's going to give us dialogue options, so just click the first option. Spam through. And then talk to the guy with the hat on. Spam through again until we have a choice. And then go with number 1. Why is that? Spam through. Now you just want to head to the right. Just keep going and going. Spam through the dialogue. Go past this ladder. And then just before you get to the next ladder, we've actually got 2 sections we can go. You can either go north or south. We're going to head to the north, so go upwards. And you want to head to the right side. And we're basically going to bump into all these people. So what's going to happen here is they're going to give us a little bit of a shelter to stay in overnight. So it's just a case of getting through this bit, so spam through any dialogue. The cutscenes, unfortunately, we can't skip through. But we can skip through some of the dialogue. Now the next achievement isn't too far away. Got a little bit to do, but it's not too far away. I believe it's going to be the first achievement of this DLC as well, so spam through all that. And we're basically going to take a bit of a nap and spam through the chat. Bit of a nap in here. Like so. Spam again. And we shall wake up the next day. Can't skip any of that section. So now we've woken, we're going to spam through all the dialogue again. We can close this book, we don't need to look in any of that. Obviously if you're doing this properly like yourself, you want to look for clues and all this stuff so you know where to go next and what to do, so on and so forth. Put a bit of a ward or a shield over Yun there. We're going to exit out the building now. Now we're going to have some more spider-like things, so let's just spam through all this dialogue. I believe he gives us the Jade Emerald as well. Spam, spam, spam. Now just wait for this guy to go and we can head on to the left side. However, we do have a new enemy to deal with. So let's go to the left side and meet our new enemy. Well, not new, but you get the idea. So with this, if we just click on it like so, and go near him and press Q or Y in your case, you'll see that we have options and he's got his little spike there. Luckily, this is like a bit of a training bit, so it kind of like freezes it for us. So basically, you can see the yellow ring that's around the central thing there, whatever that's supposed to be, the root. Whatever color ring it is, that's what you want to match up. You just drag and slide usually. And you match it up and that deals damage. To kill these, you need to hit 4 times. However, during that, this spike will do whatever it does, and it'll... Once you see like a red flicker from here, you want to back right off over to here, because that spike will start sticking out and kill you. So let's go ahead and try it out. So yellow to yellow. Let's drag it like so. Yellow to red. And then back up. There you go. And then back in. Activate blue. And no yellow, so let's back up. Sometimes you don't get a colour to match, so you just have to back out of there. Q again, and then red. Bam. Dead. Red dead. And that deals with that guy. Spam, spam, spam. And then we're going to head to the left side now. So as soon as you killed him, head left. And then go down this path right next to the first building you come to. I'm going to see this strange looking... Well, he's a hungry ghost apparently, but he just looks like a strange dude. And then once you've skipped the dialogue, go ahead and click on him. This is going to give us the new memory shard. It's going to give us a bit of a highlight here. It's not really too much here, so it don't take too long. Like so. And if we look in our menu, you can now see we have the memory shard. So from here, we want to go south again. And then go to the right side and into this building. Now, there's a little puzzle in here, and there's not actually anything in this box for us, but we do need to do the puzzle. And I believe this gains us access to an achievement later on. So even if it doesn't, it's fine. At least we've done it and it's out of the way. So go ahead and click on the box on the bottom left there. And now this is basically the butterfly, and the way this works is you see the shapes that are highlighted in green. Basically, click those shapes, the ones highlighted in green, click them on the green side. So let's start with this one, so that one. The nearest one, the furthest one, that's the bottom half done. Large one, second large one, one at the back. So they're all done. And then the opposite side, so anything highlighted in yellow, click on the yellow side. So we'll start with the bottom, we've got this one, these three at the bottom, and then the two at the top. Voila. Open Sesame. Bit of a letter in there. I don't believe you can actually take anything out of here. But it's unlocked. And I believe that's unlocked for the future. But we'll see. So now we can head out. I'm going to go back up. So head to the left. And then go north again. And then on the same path as this strange guy, we're going to go to the right side. All the way to just past this tree here. Spam through and then go to the right, and we're going to come across another one of these spiky McSpikes. So let's go ahead and kill this one. Same process as before. And then back up. Again, just watch that spike. Two more hits, so red and yellow. And he's finished. Done. So now, this is going to bring our shrine up, and this is pretty much the end of the beginning, if that makes sense. So everything beyond this point is a case of just repeating that memory. Let's just spam through this like so. So now you must be careful on this point, guys, because you need to get this right on your first attempt for the achievement. So what you're going to do, just spam through the dialogue, and you should have your memory shard. Drop it in there like so. Now it's going to ask us for 3 names this time. So who does this memory shard belong to? You must get this right every time. So click, and the first one is going to be number 8, Edwin. Click again. Second one is going to be Liu the Elder, number 1. And then click again, and the third one is going to be Bart at number 6. Do it in that order, the first time, and you'll get the next achievement, which is called Family Man. And that's to enter the shrine on your first attempt. Again, must be the first attempt. If not, you're going to have to start this DLC again. Although it's not too far away, it's still just time consuming, right? So now that is it for the first part of the DLC. So again, from now on, we're going to be sticking to the memory. Everything is going to be in the memory. So everything's going to be pause, unpause, all that jazz. And from this point onwards, we are going to be starting the Love and War ending, and we're also going to get the double or nothing ending on this run. So let's start the Love and War ending, and this is actually the longest ending. So we're going to start this now. So enter into the memory like so. Let's get going. So in this memory, we do have a few tasks to do. It is going to show us how to do a few things and all that jazz, but you already know how to do it all. We've played the base game, so you just want to skip all this dialogue and skip this big cutscene as well. It'll cut out a big chunk. Now we will get some notifications on screen that pretty much shows us how to do certain things and whatnot. But ignore them. You don't need to follow along unless you don't understand. But if you've done the base game, then obviously you know exactly how it all works. So to get things started, we want to speak to this guy kneeling down on the right side here. Let's go ahead and click on him. Make sure it's all paused, of course. And you want to say, Bart said he'd come help with the farming. Where is it? So let's go ahead and click that. And that's going to give us plans with Miles. Then we want Bart's wife is so sassy, I had to avoid her every time I go see Bart. So grab that. With the Bessie's bad temper. Now we can come out of this. And we're going to head to the left side. I'm going to keep going till we get to the building here. Go past that one. And we're going to get to this small building with like the red ribbons on each side of the door. It's actually just before the cow. And you'll see we've got this sickle on the bottom right here. Or right on the bottom near the little shed there. Bart's sickle. Nice and easy. Now we're going to head to the south side. So the crossroads are here. We can actually go north or south. We're going to head south. And then we're going to head to the right side here. And you'll see we have the old man outside. And you want to go inside the building. And you'll see we have the barrel on the left side. And you want to click on that. That's going to give us the Grandpa Liu has food. That's another sense that we've gained. So now we want to exit this building. Stay paused as well. No need to run this. And then we're going to go north. So we've got the crossroads here. We're going to go north. I believe we have to go north a second time. So go north a second time. And then we're going to enter this building right next to the couple. Just enter straight in there. And on the left wall there, you'll see we have a shovel. So go ahead and grab that shovel. That's going to give us the shovel is home sense. Once we've done this, we're going to exit out. And we're going to head to the left side. So past the couple and into this shed. This first shed we come to just before the later. And inside here, it's going to be this weird plant. Click the plant. That's going to give us the broken rice jar. Now we can exit this little shed. And then what we're going to do, the guy on the left that's got the little icon above his head, we're going to click him and we're going to use the broken rice jar to actually stimulate him. So go ahead and click on him. Oh, let's just back out of that. And then you want to choose the broken rice jar right there. Drop that in. Go ahead and stimulate. Just wait for that to happen. Now pause. And now you want to head to the right side. Just keep going to the right to these couple right here. And you want to wait. So this guy, let's just run this now. So unpause and let it play. We've got to wait for the guy we've just stimulated to come and chat to this couple. And we're going to stimulate this lady after. But we've got to wait. We've got to wait a little bit. We've got to go somewhere else first. Just a heads up, we are coming back for this lady right here, the couple. So this guy's going to walk off in a second. I don't have my sickle. Just gives him a slap around the face. So we're just waiting a bit. So now she's ready to be stimulated. And you can see Edwin here. This is the guy we're going to see in just a second. So now he's walking away. You want to head down. So head south. And then you want to head to the right. And you see Edwin here. Let it run. Oh, unpause. Let it run. It should be unpaused anyway. And we've got to wait until Edwin stands up. So now he's stood up. We can pause. And you want to go north. So let's go back. Back to that couple. And we can now stimulate this lady. So click on the girl. And you want to choose Bart's sickle, I believe. Drop it in there and go ahead and stimulate. Then we can pause after this if need be. So go ahead and pause. And then we're going to go back south now. And we want to go to Edwin's door, which is just on the left side here. So as soon as you go south, just on this left side. And then run it. So we do have a bit of a cutscene. And I believe Edwin is going to go indoors. So let Edwin go indoors. Just wait a second. Let's pause right there, actually. I don't think he goes indoors yet. So what we're going to do now, from Edwin's door, head to the right side. I actually got this mixed up, I believe. And head into the building. And now what we're going to do is click on this guy on the left. And then we've got to choose the correct dialogue for him. So Alex is the only one who can play with me in this village. That's going to give us the boys are friends sense. Then come off this and then click on the other guy. And we want to choose, where is it? The boys are friends. And go ahead and stimulate him with that one. So then after this, we're going to pause again. Then exit the building. Now we can go left to Edwin's house. And there we go. It's opened up. And then go into Edwin's house. Now we're going to get two things here. So we've got the heirloom on the table there. That's going to give us the golden lock heirloom. On the right, we're going to click on the wall. It's going to give us the beautiful painting. Now we're just going to unpause. Wait for Edwin to go into a state. Now click on him. And then we're going to stimulate him with the heirloom, the golden lock heirloom. Click and stimulate. Now pause and exit out of here. Now we're going to go to the north. Head north. And then go to the right side. And you'll see this old lady from before. And you want to stimulate her. So just click on her first. And then stimulate her with the Bessie's Bad Temper. And then Grandpa Leo has food. Let's stimulate with both of those. Now we've got to wait for the scenes. And this is going to say rewind complete. Now, this is not fully done yet. And then we're going to restart the section again. Restart this story again, basically. And basically what we've done in the memory, we've changed it around. So now Edwin's going to give this guy the heirloom. And then we can restart the memory and actually get the heirloom. So if you remember from before, we went into the box and it was empty. You probably got confused there, like, well, why have we unlocked it with the butterfly pattern? Why have we unlocked it? There's nothing in it. This is the reason. Now he's going to put the heirloom in there. It's already unlocked for us. And we're going to get that in the next memory, which is nice. We're just going to wait for this to end and it will say rewind ended. Just take a little bit of time. And the actual Love and War achievement is not too far away as well. A few more things to do after this, but the next achievement is coming up. Come along. Again, it's a shame we can't skip all this scenes and all that. There we go. Look, it's going to put that in his box now. Beautiful. This golden lock deserves to go in my fancy casket. There we go. Ready for us to steal and grab that achievement. Don't forget, son, only eat if you're hungry. Almost there now. Slowly does it. Steady she goes. There we go. Rewind completed. So I just click rewind completed. We won't get anything for that. And just spam through this dialogue. Like so. Now, once we respawn, you want to head to the left side. And then we're going to go south again. Just spam through the dialogue there. Again, we've got the lower path here and the upper path. Be sure to take the lower path. And then we're going to go to the right side. And inside the house, you'll see the old man on the right. And remember, he put that heirloom in the box there. And this is going to get us our next achievements. Let's go in the box. And there it is. So go ahead and grab that. Bam. I'm going to steal it. And that should give you the Gold Digger achievement. And that's to discover the Golden Family heirloom. Not too bad, right? Another achievement out the way. So now what we're going to do is exit out the room. And we're going to make progress now to finish this Love and War. So you want to head to the left. And we're going to go north. And north again. You can just see it there. And then we're going to go to the left. Just spam this dialogue. I'm going to go into this small shed again. Spam through all the dialogue like so. And you just want to use your special ability to kill that. The Y button for you guys, I believe, on console. Q for me. Boom. It's just zapped it just like that. Not too bad, right? We're going to head down into the cave. You can see we've now got an opening to go inside. And, right, before we actually go any further on this, we're going to have quite a bit of dialogue and cutscenes and all that stuff. Once the spikes start coming, you'll see these large spikes just shoot out the floor. You want to head to the right and grab the leaflet that's on the... you'll see it, I'll show it, but I just want to give you a heads up on that. So let's head to the right. Doobie-doobie-doo. Spam through all the dialogue. Keep going right. I'm going deeper underground. And then we'll finally come to the end here. You can see just there. This is pretty much where the boss fight's going to be. So spam through all the dialogue. Spam, spam, spam. And again, we're just going to wait for the spikes to come. It'll be like a cutscene anyway. Spam, spam, spam. Spam, spam, spam. It's very dark, this is. Dark story, I mean. Just gotta wait again for the cutscenes to happen. So again, once those spikes start coming, prepare to head to the right side and just click on the leaflet. Once you're on the leaflet, we're sort of at a safe point. This kid's gonna go crazy. I mean, obviously you're supposed to sort of listen to the story and stuff. We are clicking through it, and here comes the spikes, so get ready to go to the right. Now run to the right, and you'll see a little Japanese leaflet. There it is. Just go ahead and click on that, and there we go. Right, and this is going to give us our next puzzle. So we have to use the yin and yang to switch these shapes, these icons, whatever you want to call them, symbols. And you can see in the background, there's a bit of a shadow, and that kind of highlights what goes where. You see at the top, the shadow in the background there, it resembles this one here. So let's go ahead and switch that. And you've got to use this yin-yang thing to switch shapes, and it can switch 2 spaces or just the one. So you want to switch 2 there. And we're going to bring this one to the top. So swap places. And swap places with the top one. And finally, that is now in place. So now we'll move on to the next one, which I believe is this one. Nope, incorrect. It's the one further down, actually. Switch it back up. Just bring that up to the top there. Oops. That's the one. and move on to the next symbol, which would be this one at the very bottom. Let's bring that up. You have to move it like one space at a time. Swap it. So now next in line is this weird one, which is already there. And then finally the last swap, which would match them all up. So before I do this, I'm just going to highlight or let you know what I'm going to do next. So once we've solved this puzzle, we're going to talk to the kid, and then we're going to go left and actually start the boss fight. In fact, I can actually do this without triggering it, so just don't want to trigger it too early. Now them symbols are matched, that is done. So now head to the right. And we're going to talk to this person or whatever. And spam all the way through it. Here's the kid. So once this is finished, once this dialogue is finished, we're going to head to the left side and the boss fight is going to start. So what's going to happen is it's going to fire those red markings on the floor, and we basically have to dodge them. On top of dodging them, we're going to have to match the coloured charms, if you remember before, to kill those spider-like creatures. It's going to be the same thing. And then once we have done all that, we have to select the correct dialogue. So we'll go through it anyway, and you'll see what's what. And don't worry if you die on this part as well. You can restart it from the beginning anyway, and just keep trying as many times as you like. But do make sure you select the correct dialogue on the end for the Love and War achievement, which is coming right up. So let's go ahead, spam through all this. Now we're going to head left. Now go left. As soon as that triggers, just go left. Now look on the floor, you see the red. Just keep yourself moving. You see it covers a wide range. And then in the middle, there's one big slam in the middle. And then go to each of these and use the colours. Like so. There we go, 3 hits. Now, we can try another one. Too late. Then watch the red on the floor. Again, that's got a bit of a spread on it as well. So try and keep in the middle, because you can run to the outer. And then in the middle is going to do a huge amount of spikes. Now we need to go to the nearest one again. Red, blue, yellow. That's that out of the way. Opposite side. I don't think we've got enough time. Yellow, blue. Oh, maybe. And dodge again. Whew. Dodge it again. One more dodge, which I believe straight down the middle. It's relatively straightforward. Pop this. Red. That's the final one, I believe. Oh, dodge that final red. And catch you out right at the end there. Alright, and that is it for this section. So now it's a case of selecting the correct dialogue to get our next achievement, which will be the Love and War ending. So let's just spam through this. Be careful. There's no more boss fights on this part. It basically gives us the option to do what we want. Again, just spam carefully through this. We don't want to select any options. Right, so now we need to select, if you want to be this stubborn, you leave me no... sorry, no. Please don't press that. Sorry, I've numbered it wrong on my little notepad here. Want to go with, these people are not as heartless as you said. The second option, please do go with the second option. If not, just restart that scene. I do apologise if you've already clicked on that one. Click again, and this time you want to choose May. And then the third time, you want to choose Edwin. And now all we need to do is spam through this, like so. It's going to give us the Love and War ending at the end of all these scenes. And it's a case of just waiting. Spam for all the dialogue again. And there we go. Things are changing. It does take quite a while, but we will get there. Again, it's basically showing you the story, of course, so if you are following, you'll probably understand way more than I do. And from this point onwards, again, the remaining achievements do get quicker and easier, so I've done them from sort of the longest to shortest, so makes life that little bit better for you. Do the worst first and save the best till last. And the achievement should be coming up. I can't remember if we get a completion here. I think we do. I think we get a prompt. Again, unfortunately, we can't skip through any of this. Alrighty. Almost there now. Spam, spam, spam. I think we do go through this a couple of times, so... Now be careful on this as well. You don't want to get rid of this part. We want to... Don't override any of this at the minute. So skip this. And bam. The end. That should give you the Love and War achievement, and that's to bring Alex out of the darkness. So that's the first one out the way in terms of endings. And now what we're going to do here is we're actually going to go straight on to the double or nothing. So what we're going to do is we're going to restart the last checkpoint. I'm going to go straight onto the double or nothing achievement. So restart the last checkpoint. And it brings us straight to this point where it asks the kid what we want to do. So if we click this time, now we can choose the first one. If you want to be stubborn, you leave me no choice, Alex. So what we're going to do is we're going to have to kill him a slightly different way. We're going to have to match the colours again, but we've got to be super fast this time. I think it's from right to left. We've got to do it three phases, if you like. So let's start the battle. Number one, if you want to be stubborn, you leave me no choice, Alex. Pop that. If you don't have this checkpoint, just start from the Love and War achievement from the beginning of that and you'll get to this point. Right, now we need to quickly go there. Q, smash it like so and go left. Q again. And then finally, just here, we'll hit him. And then go to the right. Q real fast. Only need to hit it the once. Yellow, and then the final one up the top there. And then we should have to do it one more time, I believe. Pretty straightforward. Ooh, very close. And that's it. That should be it. We've now defeated him. Spam through all the dialogue. Spam through even more like so. And at some point, you should get the achievement double or nothing. Now again, for those that are doing it from scratch, just follow my Love and War achievement, which was just before this one. And then select the first option, the stubborn option, when you get to the boss fight as the final dialogue, and you'll be able to battle him and get this achievement. So I'm just going to wait again. We just got to wait for that menu to pop back as always. I think that's about the only downside. Again, this is going to get a little bit faster, I suppose. Well, to be fair, that was pretty quick. The remaining achievements are not all as quick as that. Only because that was an ending that we could actually sort of repeat on a previous ending. So usually you sort of have to play through each time to get different endings, right? Spam through. And that's it. Okay, now we can skip this like so, and we're going to have the option to do whatever. The end. Okay, so now let's move on to the next ending called Burning Bridges. We're going to return to memory. Restart memory level. Yes, we're going to restart again, pretty much where we was before, right, with this guy here. So we're going to pause it as soon as we land. In fact, we're going to skip this section because again, it will give us all the cutscenes. It'll automatically pause anyway. Right, so we need to talk to the guy again on the right side. This is for the next one. So this one is for the Burning Bridges ending achievement, whatever you want to call it. Bart said he'd come help with the farming. Where is that? So go ahead and grab that one. It's going to give us the plans with Miles again. Bart's wife is so sassy, I had to avoid her. Go ahead and click that one. That's the Bessie's bad temper. Now we're going to go left. And we're going to head north just past these guys. So north, upwards. And then we want to go left again and into the shed like we did before. And of course, we're going to grab the plant. So let's grab that, the broken rice jar. And then again, we want to talk to this guy and interact and use the broken rice jar again. And then stimulate him with that one. Now we need to go to the right side again near the couple. But we need to go south. So head right, then... Oh, sorry, my bad. Go back north. Let's just pause it here just to make sure I'm on the right tracks here. So we need to go near the couple again. And here he is. And then we need to go south here. Keep it paused. And then we're going to have to get that sickle again. So go to the left side once we go south, like so. And then we're going to go north. And now that guy is here. Wait for the scene. And as soon as this guy turns around, we're going to stimulate the girl here with the sickle sense. So just wait. Just gotta wait for this guy in the red to turn around. Right, now we can actually stimulate her. If you remember before, we was waiting until Edwin got up and stood up. This time we're not going to do that. So now we can stimulate with the sickle. Like so. And now we're going to go down. We can pause here if you want to. Let's just pause just to be on the safe side. So go south like we did. And then you want to go to the left, just south once from the couple, that is. And you just want to wait near the cow now. And just unpause, let that roll. And this is pretty much almost it for this next achievement. And we're going to wait for this chap to turn up. I'm going to stimulate, I believe it's this guy anyway. I'm going to stimulate him with the plans with Miles. Here he comes. So once he goes into a state, go ahead and click him. Plans with Miles, pop that in there, go ahead and stimulate. Now let the time pass, or we can fast forward. Let's go ahead and fast forward on this. And this should be good now for the next ending, the next achievement, which will be the Burning Bridges achievement. The Burning Bridges ending. Or the Burnt Tree ending, I believe that one's called. And there is actually a little bit more to this one. We do have to actually do a tiny bit more. Once we've got the achievement, you don't have to if you don't want to, you can sort of end it, but we may as well finish the actual ending, especially if you're following the story. So you notice the roots. I'm wondering what's going on. Come along. See, they all want to burn it. Let's burn the tree. There we go. As you can see, there's like different scenarios, different outcomes. Everything we've been doing, it changed things slightly. So he had different dialogue there. He said he's hungry before, or he wasn't hungry before. Now he's super hungry. We changed the course of time. So now just click rewind complete. And now we should sort of port out of here and hug the tree. Something along those lines. It looks like we're hugging the tree anyway. And that, let's just spam through that. And that right there should give you the Burning Bridges achievement. And that's to arrive at the burnt tree ending, which is right here. We've burnt the tree down, done. Now what we're going to do is go inside just to finish this ending off. And it's using those coloured charms again to sort of swipe and cause damage, if you know what I mean. Just head to the left, head down. And it's just a tiny bit of a puzzle, really. Spam through all the dialogue. And you can see the lights from the flowers and all the spikes start appearing. So basically what you need to do is unlock all these spikes based on their colour. So you got blue spike, red. The multicolored thing here does all of them. So just click on them. You don't need to do too much. We do need to go back and actually swipe that blue one. So let's just unlock this one. Go down like so. Swipe them all and that will lift the yellow one for us at the right time. So hit the yellow one at the end there. Pop the red one. Then the mixed one. And now that's opened up. So basically go down to the bottom and swipe the yellow one. Then come back up and swipe this mixed one, which will then open this end one. We can then swipe the blue one like so. The very end. That will close, but because we're using this multi one, it's going to send them all the opposite way. So then pop it like so. And then finally the red. And voila. And then I believe all we've got to do is one more bit of damage. Spam through all the dialogue. Q. Drag them across like so. Blue. That's it. And that actually completes the ending, which isn't too bad. Again, you should already have the Burning Bridges achievement before this. This just sort of ends the story, so... There we go. Spam through the dialogue. Spam through again. Spam, spam, spam. And then once this is over, we're going to restart the memory for the next achievement. And then after that, it gets increasingly faster, so... It's not dying, though. They may have burnt it, but it isn't dead. Let's go ahead and skip the credits. Now it should give us the options. Return to the memory. So return to memory. And restart. So once again, I'm going to restart that memory from the beginning. And anyone starting from this point, or wants to start from this point, you're going to have to start the DLC from the very beginning. So just start my guide from the beginning of the DLC, and it will get you to this memory point, which you can pretty much repeat. So let's just skip all this again. So this time, we're not going to talk to the guy. We're all paused, and we're going to go to the left. This is for the next achievement, the next ending. Left, north, and then left again. And straight into this shed this time. I'm going to grab the rice jar from the plant. Exit out. I'm going to stimulate this guy again on the left side here with the plant. Drop that in there and stimulate. I'm going to pause. Now go to the right side just before the couple and go south. I'm going to wait for the cutscene, so let it run. So let's just wait for the cutscene to happen. Stay where we are. You can speed it up a bit if you want to. There we go. Now once this cutscene has ended, we're going to go to the left and grab that sickle. I love that slap round the face. Okay, thanks, Roy. Challenge accepted. So now we go get the sickle. We can pause it here as well. Unless it auto pauses, I'm not sure. So let's go ahead and just pause that and grab the sickle on the left side here. So just head left. And there we go, Bart's sickle. Now what we need to do is wait for Edwin to stand again. As soon as he stands up, we're going to head to the north side. We wait. Again, you can fast forward if you wish, but you just want to be careful. Now pause it. He stood up. Now you want to head slightly left and go north, back to the couple. Now we're going to stimulate the lady again. And we're going to use the sickle. Stimulate. And then pause again. And go south. And then we're going to wait for Edwin to enter his house again. Again, speed it up if you wish. Just going to tap that fast forward. Back into another cutscene. And when we go inside, we're going to grab that heirloom again on the shelf there and stimulate Edwin with it. Just wait a minute. He will go inside. There we go. Now enter inside. Pause. And then on the left side there, we can grab the heirloom. And then click on Edwin. And then stimulate Edwin with the heirloom. And then all we need to do now is wait for the scenes and the rewind to complete. So let's just fast forward. We don't need to do anything more for the next achievement. We just wait. Got him plenty of food for that heirloom. I believe this is the one where everyone suffers with starvation except Edwin. Again, it's just a case of waiting. We're not going to get the achievement just yet. Almost though. Got to wait for these scenes to play out. And we do have a little bit more after this as well. We'll say rewind complete. And then we do have to do a tiny bit more after that section. And that will get us the achievement. Come along. Almost done now. Come along. I mean, I know this is probably quite an old title now, so I doubt they're going to add any more skips to these bits of dialogue. Probably for the story's sake, to be honest. Right, rewind completed. We won't get the achievement just yet. A couple more tasks, so go ahead and click rewind completed. Now we're going to respawn again. And just click through all the dialogue. And then once you're free roaming like so, I'm going to head to the left side. And I'm going to head north. So go to the crossroads, just skip this dialogue. So north. And then head to the right side. We need to grab Yun. Just keep going to the right and she'll be in that... in this building here. Go inside. And then go ahead and click on the little leaflet there and then click let's go. And then spam all the way through. And then pretty much when we get to the boat, we should get the achievement. Spam, spam, spam. And bam. That should get you the unfinished business achievement. Is everything resolved? Spam for all the dialogue and let's just end this. So At any point now, you should have got that achievement. It should have popped. I believe on the boat it pops anyway. Now we just wait for this so we can go back to the menu and get the next set of achievements. There we go. So skip this. That's another ending done, another achievement done. Not too many left now. So once again, for this next achievement, we're going to return to the memory. Yes, restart the memory level. And this one's for the short-sighted ending. And this just gets shorter and shorter now, nice and easy. So go ahead and skip the cutscenes. And we're already paused, no need to talk to anyone. You want to go left. I'm just going to wait for Edwin next to his house. So just stand it on the left and run it like so. I'm going to speed this up. I'm going to fast forward. We've got to wait for Edwin to come to the house. Cutscene happens. Speed it up. Edwin's almost here. Now we've just got to wait. Speed it up a little bit more. Now we can enter inside. You can pause it again, so go ahead and pause it. Now you click on the heirloom again, like so. And then click on Edwin to stimulate him with that same heirloom. Pop that. And that is all you need to do for this next achievement. So what we're going to do is, let's go out here. I'm a bit claustrophobic in there. Let's speed things up. And we just wait now, wait for all the scenes to play out. And once we have the rewind complete, that is pretty much going to do this achievement. Come on, Edwin. Faster, my man. It's actually slower to watch the cutscenes than it is to actually play it. Purely for this achievement, of course. But as you can see, all the outcomes keep changing. In fact, this one is actually the one I was on about. Edwin gets his hunger fix, but the rest of the village is doomed. And again, this achievement should pop on the rewind complete. There we go. So just hit the rewind completed. And bam. You should gain the short-sighted achievement. And that's to fix Edwin's hunger. Spam all this dialogue. Fix Edwin's hunger, but doom the whole village. Done and dusted. And now we move on to the final achievement, which will be the final ending, which will be the treading water ending. Just click on return to memory, restart memory, yes. And this one is the easiest of easy. We literally need to do nothing. Spam through the dialogue, skip this little cutscene. And then just stand here, let it run, and fast forward it all. Do nothing, go nowhere. Obviously, you'll have to wait for the cutscenes still. And this should get you the final achievement of this DLC. I'm going to speed it up here again. And guys, let me know again what you think to the game, to the DLC, and to the guide in the comments below. hit that thumbs up if you do like it and you did enjoy it. And again, don't hesitate to point out any mistakes I may have made or how you might think I could improve. I'm always looking for improvement, and yeah, I want to make it as good as possible. I want all my guys to be as good as possible for you guys. So we wait. That is what we do. Almost there, folks. It's not too repetitive, which is fine. I know we've seen this a few times, but it's not as bad as some games I've played in the past. But yeah, I think overall this is actually a really good game. If you do want to get into the story, it's quite good. It is quite good, I have to say. Rewind completed. Pop that button. And then after this little cutscene, I mean, you may have the achievement already, but let's pop it. Skip all this. That should be the end. And that's it, guys. That'll give you the Treading Water achievement. And that's to fail to change the course of history. Basically by doing nothing. And that is pretty much it. So I'm going to return to the start menu here. And that is it, guys. That is the Rewinder Root of Evil DLC completed. And if you followed along from the base game as well, that is the base game and DLC in one run, pretty much, if that's what you want to call it. That's 2,000 gamer score for you guys. More completions as well, so not bad at all, right? So thank you so much for watching, guys. Thank you for sticking around and following all along. Hopefully this has helped you out a lot, and I'll see you in the next video. We've got more 100% achievement guides coming a lot quicker as well. This one took me quite a bit of time, actually, but we will get them out faster, quicker, just for you guys. So thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. Check out the rest of my channel. Subscribe, like, and all that jazz. Peace out, guys. Peace out.